Alrighty, we are live once again with Baba Yaga's Dancing Hut, the Witch Hunters. So, goodness me, last session, the party followed a Gauth all the way out from the guest quarters, through the wine cellar and the armory, smashing up the stairs, barrels like spilling over, wine smashed on the ground, causing hazards for the party as they chased down this beholderkin, and finally believing to corner it inside this strange smoky room. There was a smell about it, an odor that was like fetid on the ground and walls. The terrain felt spongy and yet looked like rock. And as they were standing still, they began to sink into the doughy texture. After a few minutes of wandering around, they also heard voices. Children's laughter. No. Lamentations. No. Men screaming in agony. Whatever it was, it seemed to be ever shifting and more deranged the closer you got. And as you round the corner and opened the door, you revealed this hideous abomination of mouths, flesh, and eyes. And it tried to blind you with its glowing spittle. The ground around you began to sink, and combat ensued. Grizz managed to hack this thing into chunks, and the rest of you were trying to overcome your crazed mental states as this constant gibbering was turning you insane. The Gauth was definitely around as well. You could hear him and see him firing off occasional opportunistic rays at the party. It wasn't long before you realized this place was a trap, a maze of sorts. Every door you opened seemed to wrap around back on itself. Stairs that you would descend were the same stairs that you would ascend in another area of this smoky tunnels. Eventually, you became a bit wary, almost losing focus and the will to go on. Tanner even lost the ability to speak coherently, and Grizz was hallucinating that everything was fine and you were in like a little pillow fort in Eleanor's room. You started to see Ember as Natasha. You obviously needed to get out here before any of these ailments got worse. And to do that, you made a bargain with the Gauth. If you could agree to help each other get out of this place, then there would be no more fighting between the two of you. And on 1 HP, the Gauth was more than willing to accept any deal.
He 1
you also-
HP?
Yeah,
Oh,
What?
yeah, that's it. That's all he had.
are you kidding?
Right, we're killing him.
Go ahead,
No,
continue.
not-
We still needed him to get out, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's
It's
true.
all good. Yeah.
Though, what happened? That's right. He also made you swear it on some sort of pact. He seems to understand that a lot of beings within the hut are Fey beings, and they seem to use word as law, and they cannot go back on their word. So he made you swear on it that you wouldn't betray him. And sure enough, he was able to consume the warping conjuration magic that was over these doors, undoing the magic and allowing it to work normally and exit. And you defended him as more of these gibbering mouthers closed in around you. You finally clambered out, slammed the door shut behind you, and that's where we left off. Currently taking a breather, and breathing is indeed a refreshing feeling because out here the odor has returned to normal, and your head begins to clear of that foggy mentality. Stage is yours.
Huh?
Everyone go in there. That is terrible in there. Tanner, Chris, you're okay.
Well,
Right.
We're fine. Just I'd like to get out of here. Let's just leave this place. This was a bad place.
for
Oh,
sure.
Guys. My pillow just turned into an axe.
That's good, Grizz. That's good.
That's
axe
what we
is
needed.
much more-
Yep.
That's a good thing, okay.
And
just don't
and
sleep on it.
Niratus, how are you feeling after all this? You look terrible. Sorry about the firebolts.
Well, quite thankful that you remembered my name.
How do I pronounce that, though? I would hate to mispronounce
that-
such a wonderful title.
Yes, that was perfect.
Yeah,
Now,
the Arthur. All right, that's really good.
Stop, please.
that's the one.
That's the one. All right.
But me. Now, yes, about getting out of here. As I've mentioned before, the portal room is beyond the Museum of Bones, and there's a guardian, which we do not want to encounter.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot. I used a lot of, my inner fire, if you will, to get us this far. Our fearless leader, Tanner, though, perhaps he can strike it down with his sword.
I'm pretty tapped myself.
Ditto.
Sorry,
What-
Chris,
what-
I can't open my character sheet when it's paused. Sorry, thank you. Oh, I can't open my character sheet at all.
Perhaps we'll have to
No,
find a way
no.
around this guardian.
Try reloading.
What type of guardian is it?
I have not laid eyes on it myself. I just know that it is one of great elemental power.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem for me then. I'll, make a little discussion and, I mean, what's it guarding? What's its purpose?
What's it made of, I think is what he's asking.
Fire.
No well, it's not Helidus, is it? Nah, it wouldn't be Helidus. Is it
think
new
we-
guardian?
I think
Sure,
that's
you
what
put
you
them-
guessed it was last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were like, is it Helenus? And he doesn't seem to understand.
She might have put him to
know
work
how-
already. Damn, I didn't think she'd get to work so fast. Nah, he's still down in the caverns, I think. Wouldn't be Helidus.
If it's a creature of fire, are you able to fight it, Ember? Can you fight other creatures of fire, or?
I'm telling you, do not fight this thing.
Yeah, I don't really have much to, you can't fight fire with fire despite everyone's clever use of that idiom, Daya. It's actually a bunch of bullshit. First of all, fire can't fight me, because I'm fire, you understand? And in return, it just goes both ways. It really makes no sense.
But
Everyone
I
thinks they're
think-
so
Why
smart. Eh? Fight fire
ask?
with fire. Yes, you can. Actually, no, you can't. But
Oh, my
you know what I mean? Damn it.
Amber,
Yeah.
you're going on a tangent again.
Yeah. Well, that one really gets to me, Tanner. I don't like people encouraging themselves to burn each other. It's not wise. It's not effective. No, Daya, to answer your question, I'm so sorry, Daya. No, you cannot fight fire with fire.
Well, my point was, I guess, that if we did need to fight it, you would be any use, right?
Well, I would try to. Well, I'd be useless, given that I spent a lot of my inner fire. But I would attempt to maybe bolster you lovely lot, and you'd have to do it for me. Which, I mean, that's what servants are for, right?
Don't call me that again, please.
Pardon me,
Uh,
not servants,
and-
assistants. We're all working together here. You guys are a great team.
This is what I'm gonna do to Ember.
Ah! Close the door, Tanner. What are you doing?
I forgot they were still there. Hello.
I didn't mean you were my servant, Daya. I just that when you're a good people person, you put people on the right path, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. I give you guys the tools that you need to succeed.
You give us the tools.
I
Right.
looked to Daya.
Do you not feel that heat, that passion that burns inside you when I speed you up? That inner fire. I transfer my energy to you so that you can move like a blazing inferno.
Daya,
Feel
I
that.
think,
That feels good.
I think
that
the only thing
really
that you'll
fires
feel
you
right...
up.
I think the only thing that Daya feels right now is probably my holy aura.
Tanner, on the subject of holy auras, I know you haven't been feeling a certain little bit of your holy aspect lately. I don't know what. You can be okay there. You're kind of irritable lately. It's not like you.
I'm fine. I
Alright,
just need a little
I'm
more
totally
rest than I
convinced.
do normally.
Agreed.
We
Well,
should move on before someone gets wise that we just disarmed the trap laid
Well,
for.
speaking of resting, perhaps we could try the fairy fountain one more time?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe as
yeah.
it's
I mean, a
been,
good place to catch our breath. Yeah.
well, it's been a few hours, so perhaps Dust might be able to help us out with healing some of these wounds so I don't completely tap myself.
Near atherosclerosis. I'm sure that Dust would be glad to meet you.
I
You're
think it would
very
be
interesting
best if he
and
hid.
definitely not hideous at all.
I think it would be best if he hid.
I agree.
I'm not so
Considering that
sure though.
he's not supposed to be free in the hut. Remember, we need to keep him hidden
Right, but
even
he
from
also gets
dust.
hungry. He gets hungry, and I don't know about. Why don't well this wine's pretty magical, right? Why don't you just have a few of those bottles of wine to keep you
Oh
satiated?
my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he gets hungry, Tanner. He gets hungry.
I.
Yeah, hold on. Didn't we get something crazy last time that you...
He got the huge door last time. That should have been enough for a while.
Yeah. How hungry do you feel there, Neathros?
I'm hungry for freedom is all I need.
Yeah, well, what if freedom doesn't come, immediately?
Then I shall await your arrival within the wine cellar.
Just don't go anywhere. Stay hidden.
Drink lots of wine. It's very magical.
I don't like the sneaking around aspect of this. If anything, you should turn yourself in justly. However, we gave you our word.
Well, I made an agreement. Tanner, if you feel like you need to turn us in, that's your right. But
I'm not going to turn my back on
I
a
think
friend.
I think the most peaceful thing here is to get our friend here to his portal, safe and out of everyone's hair. And if we can't fight this guardian creature, maybe there's a way we can distract it or lure it out long enough to get Diarthorquesk to
Do you mind if we call you Nyarth?
home. Yeah.
Yeah, Nyar. Nyar.
Yeah, yes,
Nyar.
sure.
Mike, thank you for being so cordial and willing to negotiate. This is I'm surprised a creature that looks as ugly as you do is willing to actually talk and listen.
I just fear my death is around the next corner.
Unfortunately, we've been feeling that the second we stepped into this place, so welcome to the club.
Yeah.
However, we are stronger together, so if we stay with you and you stay with us, hopefully we will all survive. But
You are from the 76th layer of the outer planes, right? The outer worlds, or what did you call it?
The abyss.
The abyss. Yes. I would request that once we free you, as we will certainly fulfill our agreement. If you happen to come across a little gnome about yay tall, and if you see him there and he's in a little bit of trouble, help him out. He's one of ours. He's pretty cool.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, good.
Which
his
one?
name is Tyro. That might help.
Yeah, although he may change his name for convenience sake. I'm not sure. Tyro works in mysterious ways. He's really smart, big brain. You'll know him when you see him, if you see him.
Hold on, you.
We don't know where he is, but he's on a plane somewhere.
You'll know him.
Ah, yeah, I've seen him. Yeah,
So
yeah.
just any gnome anywhere. Just be kind to them, okay? Just.
You'll see
No,
him when you know
I don't
him.
trust most gnomes, Dia. Gnomes are very sneaky, and they're very.
Are you finally
they'll
getting it?
tell you anything to get you to buy their products. They really get under my skin, to be honest.
I still
Really?
don't know whether that pun was intended or not. You'll know him when you see him.
Nice. All right, let's make way. I feel like time is a pressing matter here.
Yes, as I say, I'll stay here in the wine cellar if it's you're heading to the, what was it, the fountain.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would be okay with you coming with us, but it seems as though others feel as
No.
though.
Going to remain very hidden.
Thank you.
Okay. Well then, try to get some of that strength of yours back. Those laser beams are pretty helpful. If we gotta fight the Guardian.
He tries to wink, but he just blinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm gonna
mean,
roll an
he
insight
could like
check, see if
blink
I understood what he was doing. Here we go here.
Yeah.
Ember just tries to blink back, but it just doesn't. Just looks wrong. No secret message sent.
Oh dear. All right. So, if you want, you can head back to the fountain room. Let's get you over there, real quick.
Lead the way, Tanner. Make sure you're in front of me and die at all times. Please be behind me. I like to be in the middle. It's a lot safer here.
Uh-huh.
Very well.
All right.
Let's just move on, shall we?
I didn't get you to get that plate mail for nothing, Tanner.
You didn't get me in at all!
Okay, so it's a very easy route back. You just follow the path. Your path of chaos as you come
Yeah.
back through. You see Snug is already mopping up the wine, and he says, "This was you guys, wasn't it?
No, Snurg. It was
It was you guys.
we
You're
were doing
covered
some
in
work,
wine.
Snurg. Yeah, well, we were busy, you see, and
And Grizz has like shards of glass still sticking out of his head.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You just don't worry. I'm cleaning it up for you guys. So
I
like I
was
always
never
do.
worried, Snurg. I assure you that I
Cleaning
knew
up
that you
the
would do
mess.
your job.
Yep.
Oh.
Cleaning
Round
up the
2.
mess.
You're doing good work, Snurg. Keep it up. The hut pays you well, of course, I'm sure.
So you come back into the fountain room as you ascend up the stairs. It seems Granny Whittaker is nowhere to be seen at this point, and Dust greets you as you enter. Oh, welcome. You've returned.
So
Hello,
refreshing.
Dust.
Tanner, why don't you play us a song? A beautiful melody. I'm sure you can.
look covered in mess.
Well, yeah.
It's been a long few hours, day actually.
But
We don't even really know.
You do all smell delicious, though.
Yeah, sure.
Do we?
You smell of wine.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you
one
remember
of
you
you're.
hacked through a barrel and you were like knee deep in it,
yep.
and then Ember slipped up in it, and then Grizz fell into a rack, and they all fell onto him, and then he drowned.
Yes.
You're covered in wine, all of you.
Do you like wine, Dust?
I was gonna say,
You're-
is Dust secretly an alcoholic or something?
Yeah.
From where I am, wine is considered a delicacy. It is. Yes.
Well, you should let us know. We would have brought you some.
It is used in the most opulent of revelry.
Ooh, opulent revelry. I like the sound of that.
In fact, the very wine that you're drinking is made by us and Resden.
Wait, what?
Resden.
Ooh. Dresden?
Resden.
Dresden the winemaker. Very interesting.
He's more than just that. Party organizer. He's quite, well, king of satyrs. King of revelries.
Is he a god of sorts?
He
I'm
is
sure
the
he would
one
aspire
who
to
cracks
be.
open the cold ones for the
Yes.
boys.
Well, he is one who I'm sure would aspire to be that. He has
Resden?
played many roles, acted as many things. He likes
Does
pantomime, I suppose.
he live in that? We've not
No,
encountered him.
no. He lives in a faraway land, over the hedge.
Perhaps you'd like to tell us a tale. I can provide the backing music.
She smiles at you.
I will dip my feet gently on the over the side, look up, and prepare for this grandiose.
A
Yeah.
tale. Hmm. There are many tales that he would tell, in fact. He was quite the storyteller. I often went there when, well, some of my friends often went there when having to deliver the wines back and forth. And she starts to think, a tale. Let's see here. Yes. Yes, I think I know one from my world. One from Elfland. And she begins to recount. Let's see here. Go deep into my notes. Oh man. Okay. Are you also going to help Tanner in his performance? Or is everyone just gonna try and hope
I
that
might.
Tanner's got it this time?
I'm
I
gonna
might.
help by staying quiet.
That's a good choice. I
You
mean,
got that flute? I got nothing
Yeah,
to.
the flute has only ever made things worse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna give up my singing career. Uh,
oh,
I failed on Britain's Got Talent too many times here to really continue that. But I might help him by invoking some chaos. We'll see.
okay. So Tanner,
Ben Luck.
you begin playing this kind of almost nostalgic like chord of tune, and it's casting back into her well of memories. And she could deliver this as a song, or she can tell you a story. But I think, yeah, as a song is more fitting. Yes. So she
Mhm.
begins to recite a poem of a fox spirit that walks through the woods, a dream of mist, of ghostly shapes, of sauntering shadows beneath moon's pale disk, a dream of trees that rake the sky, of silent sentinels, a lattice of etched leaves, a dream of beauty. She glides with a grace of leaf-skirted the wind, silver moon-touched face. And she recounts this. I'd like you to roll a performance check.
Break it down, bitch.
Okay. Yeah. Oh! Oh my
Oh, what? That's so
Oh God!
bullshit.
I'll
Now's
Ben
the
Luck.
time. Yeah,
Stupid.
now's the
Did
time.
you see it tip from
That was
Amelia Netflix
so
funny?
bullshit.
There goes two source points. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it
Oh,
works.
what?
Oh, it's not.
No, that's how it works. That's definitely how it works. No,
Sorry,
no,
dude.
no, 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 no.
No, it's not.
No.
You can
I'm
might
gonna,
roll a
Oh my
4 on a
goodness.
D4,
I'm
but
gonna use my lucky feet.
oh,
Hold
You know
on.
lucky feet?
Do you have hold on? Do you have inspiration first?
Oh, that's actually a good point. Do I have inspiration?
Let's check your character sheet. Yes. Do you know where to look?
No.
Oh, okay. If you, because it's different on the Foundry sheet. If you hover over your character, you'll see there's a icon with a little dice on it.
Yo, if you have inspiration and it's a 26, I'm still gonna bend luck. Let's see if we can make it a 30 and something really fucking cool will happen.
Do you see it?
No.
Okay, you know where your actual picture is, your like avatar.
Oh, are you talking on the character sheet itself?
Yes. Yes.
A
Oh,
little
okay.
dice.
Oh,
Dice.
there. Oh, I do. What did I get
Yeah.
inspiration for?
I think I gave it to you because you did something really cool like several sessions ago.
Yeah, I think maybe Ember had one, and so I said, "Oh, like okay." So rather than stack them, I said you can give it to someone else.
I'm using my inspiration. Fuck yeah, 26 boy!
Roll another d4. Put a d4 on top of that. I'm spending 3 sorcery points. I want to make this a 30, and if it's a 30, something crazy might happen.
Okay.
Go
Go
like
ahead,
crazy.
Roll 1d4.
Come on. 4, 4, 4,
Oh,
4.
there's still 28 though.
Damn.
28.
Nah,
28 's huge.
damn.
Yeah, 30 would be like an impossible feat.
Yeah.
It would be insane. But
Gain the benefits of a long rest.
stuff is you're using your own inspiration, you're trying to dig deep into these emotions and these images she's painting. Sounds of a completely different world, a world of song, a world of nature and beauty, and it casts back into your own inspirations, your own tales you've heard, perhaps of the Feywild, and of elves that may have visited and told and spun stories like these. And you're not even realizing it. By the time you're playing it, you're sort of just flowing with the music and not realizing that you're casting this beautiful melody. You're just sort of feeling your emotions, and then it seems to manifest through the music itself. And as Dust turns to you, her eyes are in awe. She was lost in the story at first, but now she's hearing this music and it's welling up the emotion her. She says, "Yes, you have restored peace to the heart. There is at least some time to breathe now. Some time for my magic to work." And as she begins strumming on her lyre, you start to see the flowers in the fountain begin to kind of go aglow. And as they begin to bloom and blossom, you see small little cups of water inside the actual uh, like cup of petals, effectively, and it's sparkling with this starry kind of wonder. And you all begin to get very thirsty, I'm sure, after witnessing this. It is very alluring. It's almost charming you supernaturally. Um, and
Chris, try some of that. That looks really good.
yeah, I think Dust is so inspired that her magic continues on to sing another song, a song of fairies. Hail, traveler, O wanderer, where turn your steps this night? For mist has licked the jade-green veils and washed the hills of light. The wise ones keep far from these deeps, for in the shadows dwell and creep all manner dark and sere and fair of twilight's kith, these woods their lair. And she takes a little bow, she strums the final notes on her lyre.
I will make a polite little golf clap
They will
from
just
the other side.
stare in confusion. I wonder what that all mean.
Tanner's going to break out into like electric jazz and just go absolutely crazy.
Right. All right. There is 4 of these blossomed cups of twilight water, sparkling.
Fair
says-
dust. Can my less sound mind friend here try some of this? It might it might heal some of his fears. He's very nervous and very scared. Would this perhaps aid him?
It shall. My magic is one of restoration and healing.
Well, Grizz, drink up. You like a nice drink, Grizz? Go ahead.
What? Like, you mean,
Out of the
Wait,
flower,
what?
Grizz. The
what am
flower.
I afraid of? I don't get it.
The people in your head that talk to you and
Oh, that.
I'm gonna cast message and I'm gonna point at Grizz and I'm gonna say, "Drink the flower, Grizz. Drink the flower."
Hold on, the voices are telling me to drink. That's bad, isn't it? I should not drink.
Maybe it
Don't
would
be an
help
idiot,
with
Grizz. It's me.
the
Oh, it's
witches
you.
in your dreams. Yeah.
Ah, don't make me angry in here.
The
You made me so
witches.
angry. I'm not angry.
Okay.
I'm not angry. Everything's okay. Everything's cool. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
you-
Dust. I'm sorry. He's just really frustrating, Dust. He's really frustrating.
The flowers will wilt away.
No!
Uh,
I run over and drink wine quickly.
I'll kind of just go over and
I
is
can't
the blossom almost
there we
in
go.
like almost like a little cup blooming?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just go over and go over to Grizz and pluck the blossom and just hand it over to him. You need to drink this. It will make you feel good.
Okay. Why is it so sparkly? It was just like fizzy drinks. And Dust says, your music, it casts back memories of what my world used to look like. The sky was so bright, twinkling with stars.
Man.
She looks slightly somber and saddened, and you do see a tear run down her cheek. These are bittersweet memories, for our night sky no longer twinkles with stars. It is blank and void.
Dust, was this hut once in your land? Was this hut once? And I'll be saying this as I'm kind of sipping the drink that she's made.
The hut has visited our lands, yeah?
Did
That-
it take from your lands? Did it take? This is where it gets its power. Because it's. I
Yeah.
find that your power and its power are similar in chaotic nature, and perhaps there's a reason for that, or.
She begins to nod slowly, as if not wanting to admit it or say it aloud, but she does nod.
What has been taken? Can it ever be given back, or is it resources expunged without recourse?
The beauty of
I don't want to
The
make you sad in here, Dust. I'm just wondering.
it is a bittersweet memory, but the beauty of Elfland's night sky was traded. Oh no, not traded. More like extorted.
Can you travel the planes like through the astral sea or not the astral sea? Pardon me, the astral hall. Do you I know certain creatures seem to. I'm learning more and more about this. I wish Tyro was still here. He'd be able to teach me more. But I'm starting to see that it's possible to go places in distant planes. I mean,
Precisely what they were used for. Our night sky was used as a way to travel through the stars of the astral sea. They now belong. They now belong to her.
Oh, I know what's happening. Well, I don't think I know what's happening. Shit. Oh, I think I see the Baba Yaga's game here.
They now
Holy
belong
shit.
to her.
And were the stars stolen or eaten or just
Extorted.
extorted?
Yes.
That's an
But they
interesting word that you use.
may as well have been taken, stolen, for we expected them to be returned to us. And yet, well, the bargain clearly had one-sided negotiations. I'm sure you saw my queen conversing with the Bone Mother.
Queen Una, if I'm not mistaken.
She came trying to renegotiate the deal, seeing if she could have back her stars.
Her staff.
Her
Her
stars.
stars.
Stars. Oh, pardon me. You know, a lot of loud noises lately. I find myself
So
not hearing things, Brian.
when you say that you've lost your stars, you literally mean your sky.
She nods again.
Can you tell us what the bargain was?
I'd be very much interested in hearing that. I may have to make some of my own.
Shut up,
Time to
shut up,
come.
Ember. Ember,
Sorry.
don't.
She says, Queen Una knows the full pack, but I only know the smaller details. Una wished us not to worry. She wished us not to have the burden of this bargain, that she would take it upon ourselves and have the consequences. But I wish to serve my queen, I wish to help, and that is why I am here, offering up my own services in exchange for trying to get back, to trying to get any leverage we can.
Well, perhaps once we've dealt with our quarrels here and, well, fixing our lives and putting everything back in order, perhaps we would be able to lend our assistance.
She
I
nods.
myself am looking into a matter of missing stars and a blank sky.
She looks
And
at you.
I don't know if it's the same sky, but if I can restore it, well, I will do what I can for you.
You are of the same plight? She kind of
You were
rests
the.
near you on the like very edge of the fountain and is staring deep into your face.
It seems so. My people were from this plane. But yes, our stars were stolen. Taken, disappeared, I don't know. I was not privy to that bargain, but it seems we are perhaps seeking the same thing. If there's anything you know about the bargain that you could tell me that might help me figure out how to solve our problems, well, I would be grateful.
We must see Queen Una. Yes, she could tell you more. Perhaps she knows if your stars were part of the bargain as well. Una is Queen of Twilight, Queen of Stars. That
Very
is,
well.
must be her domain. I'm sure she will be sorry if she traded something of yours that was not to be given away. This troubles me. But it
May I
also,
ask how long you've been without your sky?
so she's gonna say a date. I don't know the exact date, but it's gonna coincide with exactly the same date as when your comet was supposed to appear,
Yeah.
which is about 3 years, I think, right?
Yeah,
Something.
3 years ago.
Yep, there you go. Cool, I didn't remember. I did remember, yeah. So she says, 3 years ago, we have been without our stars, and what long years they have been. For in Elfland, time stays very still, only ticking when one person moves the world in such a manner that it is as if time has passed, as if something has been shaped. And if anyone wants to figure out what the hell she just meant by that, you can roll an Arcana check.
I would like to try that
Yeah,
because
I'll
I
give
have
it a go.
no idea what that was talking about.
Be
That
nice
is
to
very
actually.
vague.
It sounded
I'll
very mysterious. Ooh,
I'll
19.
do it. I don't know if Ember.
See if you can get better.
No.
19 with die. Well, that's really good. Okay.
Because
I think,
the monk.
yeah. Ember, you're trying to figure out things, and she said time is as if it's still, but then can move and tick slowly. It sort of sounds like people can like will it to. There must be a master of time. There must be someone who controls it. And whereas Dia, you're thinking this is actually much more subtle, and to you, it sounds like something inexplicable, something that cannot be explained to a mortal mind that they would fully grasp and understand the idea, because to do so would rob it of its mystery. And what she's describing, though, does every time she says Elfland, you realize that she is referring indeed to the Feywild. And in the Feywild, time does warp and change. Sometimes it is faster, sometimes it is slower. And the way she said when people move it, Ember in like he took this as if someone's in control, but rather than that, it seems more as though an emotion can change time, like some sort of event. If there's a heartbreak, perhaps time transitions into a cold, breezy autumn. And if there's perhaps a revelry taking place, an excitement around, then perhaps time moves forward into a summertime solstice. And the
Hmm.
Feywild is governed by emotion, not time. And therefore, it can feel like time is moving forward when people do different things and when emotions are moving it forward. That's how it feels to be within the Feywild.
Okay.
It's bloody insane, yes, and it is. It is so very hard to grasp as a human being. Perhaps even time could reverse, but not as we know it. Perhaps the seasons could go backwards, but not things being unmade or undone. Perhaps it manifests rather than like someone undoing something. Perhaps it's a rebirth of something. Either way, we're not going to go too deep into it because, as I said, it's not for a mortal mind to comprehend fully. Just know that the Feywild is governed by emotions, not by laws of space and time.
Huh?
Yeah, it's very bizarre. Uh, yeah, the book.
Sometimes, you know, when it feels like time is moving slowly because you're really down and you're feeling bored. That's what would happen in the Feywild. Is time would physically slow down.
A lot of people are feeling that in 2020.
Yep.
Yep.
Everyone keeps
There you
saying
go.
this is the longest year ever.
And time may move faster if everyone's in a revelry and having fun. If the fairies are out like frolicking and the satyrs are playing on their instruments, you know, it might suddenly feel like it may feel like fast, and then when you come back out of the Feywild, you realize 100 years have passed or something ridiculous.
Time
It could
flies
be
when you're having
like
fun.
that. You don't realize you're just lost in the revelry, and time is flying by. But anyway, um, regardless, does seem to say 3 years in your term because she is currently in the material world. She
Yes.
understands your nuances. But yes, 3 of your material years.
It does. Could you not just return to your home, or are you trapped here like many others? It
I
seems that
have
you've built
given
yourself a nice little garden. Perhaps that's why.
myself to the hut, such that we have some bargaining power. Perhaps we can borrow the stars again,
Ah, so you're like
even
a
if
ship.
it's just for a day. Una, you see, I believe she kept a promise to someone.
To
She,
whom?
to someone in the Feywild, very dear to her. Someone in Elfland. I'm not sure the full story. You would need to speak to her. But I know it's very important for her stars to be returned. Such a beauty, it does not belong contained and hidden away.
Dust.
Yes,
Who is the Baba Yaga? Do you know?
she turns to you, Ember, very slowly. To us, she is one thing. But I believe, she is different in everyone's story. She is not just one thing. She can be anything.
Is she even real? Is she just a a magical concept? What? I can't really understand this because she just, she is. Oh, the Baba Yaga's coming, and then suddenly a bunch of stuff happens, and then the Baba Yaga leaves, and but it doesn't even seem like,
If
I don't
she
know. The whole thing is bizarre. I don't understand it.
stories inspire fear, they inspire wonder, they can even inspire a dream. And if those emotions are not real, then stories are not real. And by that virtue, nothing is real. So, yes, I believe she is real. But that is not what matters.
Well, it could matter because if she could be undone, then any agreements contractually that you've made
Can
would
you
also
kill
be
it?
undone. And
Can you kill a story?
I mean, I could. I'm not going to, but I could.
To
I'll just
do
kind
that,
of look.
you would
I'll look
need.
at my ring. I'll make like eye contact with my ring and look at it
Oh,
while thinking about that.
she says
Yeah,
to
I
do
could
that,
kill a.
you would need to wipe every trace of its history. Every living person who knows of her. Everyone who's ever shared a memory.
Yeah, that's all it would take is a wish. But yeah,
Stories, I don't believe, can be undone that way, but they can be rewritten. They can be retold. And sometimes all a story needs to change its ending is to pick where its ending is coming and who is
or a
telling the
new author.
story. Or a
Which is
reboot,
why,
yeah. Um,
which is why I believe she can be anything. You are living a story right now. Well,
Feels that way.
it will one day become one, and that shall be told, and perhaps you will have rewritten it. I know I shall play my story of you. And she strums gently on her lyre as she does.
The 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 wildish nature of the hut, the way that the weave changes unpredictably.
Hmm.
Is this a result of the stars being taken? Because it seems like you leave the hut, right, Dust, and everything is functions normally, and well, other than I noticed some irregularities around Bromwell, but for the most part, I've never experienced this kind of just today. I was focusing so hard on one of my spells for my trusty
Hmm.
not servants, Daya. Friends here, friends, yes, friends, yeah, and then suddenly I cast another spell without even intending to, and I start floating in the air, like the very being that we were chasing, as if I had taken part of its essence or something. It made no sense, Dust. I hate this strangeness. Explain this. Why this happens?
You wish for me to explain chaos?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a ridiculous request now that you put it that way. Yeah, never mind,
I
Dust.
suppose I know someone who may have better answers. I'm more specialized in peace and tranquility. Chaos is a sour substance to me.
Sure is.
But I know Natasha is one of sort of chaos. Perhaps Tarek knows more as well. Being that he is a being of order, perhaps his fight against chaos, he may know it well, like an enemy.
Tarek, huh?
Perhaps.
Well,
Very well.
these are
And
all going to
if
be destinations in our story.
But less of a person and more of a place, Ember. There is chaos all around us. This right here, she gestures to like the fountain. This is simply an island amongst it. A safe haven I've tried to eke out within this place.
It's really
Perhaps
pretty, Dust.
perhaps the secrets of your chaos are hiding behind the next door, or behind that wall. And she gestures towards the very wall of the fountain room itself.
Which wall? I'm gonna walk over and push on it and see if it.
You go over. Sure. I'm gonna push over on the wall.
Which wall is she gesturing to? This one? Oh,
This
right.
one, because she's like
Okay.
looking to you and gesturing behind you.
I push on the wall.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Wait!
Oh,
Not great.
okay. All right. As you push as hard as you can on the wall, it feels physical, and your mind knows it to be, and therefore it cannot be anything else.
Just the wall, Dust.
Okay, Dust will push the wall, but she's gonna roll an intelligence check. Not much better. Um,
I'll bend luck. I'll give her a D4. See if we
really?
can make it a 15.
Okay.
Could be interesting. At least use one sorcery point and no spell slots, guys. So I'm
That's a
completely dry.
15. That will have an
nice.
effect. Okay. You start to see her push into the wall, but the wall itself doesn't seem to be getting like pushed further back. Feels feels like the room just under your feet sort of shifted slightly. You know when you're in an elevator and you can feel it going up and down without actually seeing the outside of it. You just have that sensation in your body as there's a slight amount of pressure or you feel slightly lighter. In that regard, everyone in the room starts to feel like they're having to put more weight on their back foot, as if this room is being propelled forward in a space.
What? We just warp somewhere? Moved? Hey! What just happened? What was that?
As I said, this place is an island amongst the chaos. I believe I just moved it slightly, as if a wave has pushed us along. but they're without any windows to the outside. Who's to know where we are?
Well, there's doors. Let's look at the door.
Did you move us in the physical plane?
She goes over and opens up one of the doors, and it seems like everything is still in place. Remember,
The heck?
Terig was the architect of this place.
So
He
moved.
put order where there was none.
So we've
The
moved in
wall,
time, not space.
Ooh.
the
Oh
walls
shit.
and the walls and doors here are crafted by him in a world of chaos. If
This Tarek,
I've just moved something, I've moved the entire hut. That's my guess.
what?
Well, I'll drink
Shit.
to that.
Yeah, down this cup.
Does not matter of size or strength. It matters of one's state of mind.
Yeah, sure. It's very metaphysical, Dust. These things are well beyond being as intelligent as I.
It's a lot to
But,
comprehend.
Yeah, it's mind
My
blowing.
emotion created this room. It birthed flowers, and it birthed that drink that you are still holding.
Oh, it's cheers, Dust. Boom, bottoms up.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's really tasty.
Glug glug.
okay. Everyone
Me-
takes a sip. And Grizz
Yep.
like, I've already drank mine, by the way. I might have last seconds. Dust is like, no, one per person. But okay, you finally down this sparkling twilight like liquid.
Okay, first of all,
And
is it actually fizzy?
yes. Yeah, no. It's got a cool, refreshing, fizzy taste to it. And as the fizz wears away, you're left with an aftertaste and an afterthought. As your memories begin to be flooded with scenes of beautiful rolling hills. There are trees that extend up into the night sky and twist and spiral, becoming like nebulas within the sky itself. Then there's a, a sudden rush. It feels like a wind, and you're suddenly seeing the stars in the night sky being pulled away as if a strong breeze has suddenly blown them astray. But they're not just moving in a chaotic manner. They seem to be drawn towards something. And as your eyes are trying to see what's happening, the dazzling light are creating a mesmerizing display that as you try to peer into it, all you see is your own reflection in a glassy like substance. And as you see yourself in that split second, it is of a future self. And that future self is stronger, perhaps wiser, perhaps faster and swifter. And as you come out of this vision, you feel invigorated. You feel like you could fly, and you have all leveled up.
Oh,
Yes!
Yay!
Yeah.
Cool.
Prepare to never
Um,
be charmed ever again.
Oh, prepare for big walls of fire.
Yup.
How? Okay, should we do that now or?
Yeah, do it now. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Okay. How do we level up on Foundry? This is new. All right.
Okay, so
Well, first of all,
you go to your features, and then you
features.
see where sorcerer is,
Yeah.
and then you click the pencil, and change
Okay.
that to level 7.
Okay.
That should do it.
I got 3/4 of the way,
Uh,
and I am now unable to. Details. Oh, details.
features.
Last levels 7.
Paladin,
Details. Last
pencil.
level
Okay.
7.
Yeah. Now what? How do I roll my? I just
yeah,
roll hit dice.
You can roll your hit dice. I think, in fact, If you click a short rest,
Wait, how
that'll
do
do
I do this again?
you go
Subclass
to your
name, wild magic, dice
features,
d6,
Yeah.
full
and then
spell
there's a little
progression.
level, class levels, paladin
I hit the
levels,
pencil and it comes up with paladin class. Class levels. Level
details. Yeah, and then there's details, class levels.
7.
There we go.
Take a short rest. I
What,
don't
what do
know.
we actually get at level 7? Is it you getting more high level spells?
I get my sacred oath. Oh no, aura of courage is level 10. Oh no, that's fine. No.
Yeah,
I
you
think we
get
just get
you get an
level
aura.
4 spell slots.
I don't get an aura this time round.
Well, at level 7, we get 4th level spell slots.
Nice.
What
You sure?
No, I
But
got
that aftertaste is also a kind of a bittersweet memory, as if you was witnessing something sad and taken away in that moment.
Roll my health.
But
Short.
yeah. Also, in addition to that, everyone has also gained the benefits of a long rest. In addition,
Whoa!
yes, because you rolled a natural
Okay.
20. You rolled a natural 20. This was like a super
Sweet.
duper.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, 28. I was kind of secretly hoping to push to 30, thinking maybe we would get that.
Mm.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Um,
Great. Level
30, I would have
7.
had to come up with something even more. But
starting at
I have an idea.
Starting at 7th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be charmed while you're conscious.
There
Booyah!
you go. That's what I was saying. It is an aura.
Very nice, dude. Very
Hell freaking yeah.
And what's that called?
That was the aura of devotion.
Aura of devotion. Nice.
spell.
It didn't add it, did it?
I don't think so.
Cool.
Well,
In that case.
Well, I only get 1 4th level spell slot. 2. Darn.
yeah, I got an additional 2nd level.
Alrighty.
This is gonna be for my health, because there's no, to the best of my knowledge, no actual way to roll it. 1d6 plus 3. Let's go, big money. Oh!
Oh yes!
Let's
Nice,
go.
dude.
Did you want to roll or take average, Cameron?
Oh, I'm gonna roll because if Ember's doing the big ball move, I'm gonna do the same.
44 to 53.
Let's
do a long
do
rest. Long rest. Rest. Bing. Oh, I should have 7.
There we go.
Wait.
Oh, it
So-
didn't. It didn't roll it. Heck.
I just found another way to level up as well.
Oh.
But I'm gonna quickly rush through that.
What's that?
D10 plus 3, I think.
So to add a 4th level spell slot, I click add.
You can just drag and drop spells.
Okay, oh my god, I'm such a freaking noob here.
No, don't worry. It is a bit new on
1d10
Foundry.
plus 2.
the way of the open hand.
Yeah! Alright.
Nice, Cam.
And ooh, I got evasion and stillness of mind.
Nice. Stillness
right?
of mind is good.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
That is fantastic, and I suppose that really fits well with what I was kind of describing as a peaceful, tranquil state of mind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Where
that's gonna be
would I
beautiful.
search in the log for spells? Got it.
Oops.
We're good. Wall of fire. Cool. Drag and drop. Say. Wall of fire, circle. Those are the spell.
You'll see Aura of Devotion in your features now as well, Tanner.
Oh, perfect.
It's there. And what else have we got? Da-da-da.
I need an additional spell slot, so I should be 4-3. Yep, that's all good. I'm just gonna hit the long rest. There we go.
Spells. Okay, there we go. Cool. Oh my god, there's so many spells. Oh, Foundry's so cool. This is great. Wall of fire. Give me some wall of fire. Wall of water. Wall of light. There's a lot of wall spells. Wall of fire. Oh. 4th level. Druid. Sword. Put on.
And technically, I'm on 4-4 with the Pearl of Power.
4 of 4.
Why is it not? Click.
As in 4
Pink,
first level, 4 second level.
I'm also going to sub out Spider Climb and replace Spider Climb with Fly, because what genie-born creature can't fly?
Yes.
Maybe I'll do that at level 8 when I have a 2nd, 4th level.
I too am. I really need to add all of my spells in
Yeah.
here.
Ever love music.
Is there any
I'll
way
tell
where I can add all the paladin spells all at once?
Maybe. I'm sure there is a way, because I've done it with my druid. I actually made a druid recently, and it went, here's all your spells. And I was like, oh my god, hold on, let me prepare only a few of those.
Yeah, that's...
Obviously, you don't want to add a new spell. You just want to drag and drop them. Obviously, there's plenty of filters online. If you just go search paladin spells, you know, bam, and then you could just drag and drop them that way.
Fuck. I can do
Yeah.
that.
Just make sure that you're only dragging ones from Devotion.
That's restoration. In fact, I'm gonna keep my 3 second levels, because I think that's a restoration, aid, and one spell that I've been wanting to use for a long time, but haven't found the perfect opportunity. Zone of Truth.
That would be useful.
Very cool in this hut.
However, I am going to prepare Compelling Duel.
Cool. Be a bit more tank up front.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
Yeah, I've got Shield of Faith, so it's only wise to.
You updated all your HP? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Cool,
a pretty simple level for spellcasters. Level 7, you get that 4th level spell slot, and you get a sorcery point. That's it.
And you restored your hit dice.
Oh, I'm also going to prepare Thunderous Smite, actually.
Thunderous Smite. Okay, cool.
Daya, what do you got? Evasion, right?
I get evasion and stillness of mind and 1 extra key
Wow.
point. That's pretty much
Great.
it. But
It's how's your
evasion
health?
is a good one. Yeah.
How's
Plus,
your health
yeah,
go? Oh, you
I
took
get
the
an extra
average?
7 points. 7 points.
Nice.
Which is not bad. Yeah.
Excellent.
Happy with that.
Yeah,
Happy to have evasion. Yeah, it's gonna be useful.
You've been level 6 for a long.
Yeah, we really have.
How many sorcery points do I have to convert to restore a 4th level spell slot? I think probably creating spell slots 4th. 6 sorcery points. I said 6 out of 7 sorcery points if I want a second. Oh my god, that's not worth it. The price just goes up and up, eh? You only can do up to 5th level spell slots too.
Yeah.
Bonus action on your turn, you can spend 1 spell slot and gain number of sorcery points equal to the slot's level.
Is that for
My spell
Grizz?
slots can fuel my
Yeah, well.
sorcery points.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's up to 89 hit points now.
Should we take 5 minutes or?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can go for a little break if you want.
Need more wine.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Yeah.
the washroom, grab a beer, and
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Alright then, we shall be right back. We're taking an early break this time around. But get these guys nice recovered and reading their new abilities once they come back. Cool. See you in a bit.
see you in a bit, guys.
See you.
bit.
We are back. Welcome. And how did Snow get in the fountain? I don't know. Let me just check that. He's just bathing himself. All right.
He also
So,
levels up.
yeah, he does. So as everyone has now been invigorated and has seen this strange vision of a bittersweet memory of dust, perhaps the moment it seems when the stars were robbed from her sky. And now Dyer is pondering about the stars of the material plane and whether they relate, whether this is having an effect on other planes, if there's a connection. And Dust seems to be in awe of this like tale. She's trying to piece these together and try to connect the dots. You've offered to help her, and she seems quite taken aback, not realizing that she's not alone in her plight. But she says, "Well, I at least hope I have helped you first. I know you have all come here for your own reasons. Perhaps, though, well, it seems at least, you've gained a strong bond between you all. Though you have come for your own reasons, perhaps now you are irreversibly connected as one. Your your real your issues, your dreams and aspirations are now sort of connected. They're each your own because you are not alone. But forgive me for speaking so philosophically. This is a place of peace and still minds, not one of endless questions and confusion." And she begins to step back onto her fountain.
Well, thank you, Dust. Your wisdom and philosophy in your story is very important to our peace of mind, and that asking those questions is part of what gives me tranquility right now. Knowing your story gives me, I will admit, it gives me more questions. But perhaps in knowing what those questions are, I can help to figure out what I'm doing here. And if I can figure it out for myself, maybe one day I can help you figure out your solution. I know our lands are not connected, but maybe there's something going on that we can work out together. In any case, even if I can't help you, you've helped me. This place has been a blessing in the hut, and to that end, you've achieved your goal. So
Thank you.
well, I envy you that. You've reached some purpose here.
Thank you, Dyer.
Das, what did you put in that drink? I feel amazing. I'm ready to go. Wow. Wow.
It is
Well,
thanks to Tanner. He brought out the
Tanner, why don't you do that every day? That's
it is a wonderful piano.
do it again.
I think this is my favorite piano in the hut.
Well,
Wow. That was a strong brew. Wow.
Ember kind of
Alright.
lights his hands on fire and just looks at them like, "We're getting somewhere. We're getting it." He's got a
shall
look
we
of
move along
personal
to,
self-satisfaction.
Oh, Ember, quickly, try and tell me to do something. In your
Ah!
weird magical way.
What for?
Just do it,
That's
trust me.
valuable. No, that's valuable. Tanner, not in here. I don't want to melt the flowers. You gotta be careful.
No, it's fine. Because I'm allowing it, it's not really an aggressive
All right,
thing.
Tanner, fine. I suggest that you go and give Grizz a big old belly rub, and
But I'm not going to cast suggestion. I'm just going to tell him to do it.
Go fuck yourself, Ember. It works!
Tanner, down here.
It worked.
Wow, the spirit of tranquility is working 110 miles an hour on you guys.
I'm afraid I must ask you
Yes.
to leave now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right away.
And please leave
Chris,
your
where you
level
going?
up at the door.
I don't know. Where should we go?
Focus, Chris.
Oh, I thought we were going back to Mr. Naya. No, what's his name?
Uh,
Nyar.
no,
We're just going with Nyar. Nyar.
Nearth.
Okay.
We're calling
Oh,
him
I need-
Nearth.
Yeah.
Let's go
But
get him.
we need to.
Nyar, throw.
I believe we need to find the entrance to the Bone Museum. Is that right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
And figure out what this creature is that it's afraid of, and if there's something we can do about it.
Just a
Well, if
fire
I-
elemental. No big deal. I'll talk to it.
If I
That's
remember
what you
fine.
think. We don't actually know if that's what it is.
If I remember correctly. Oh. Follow me.
Well, you chased him this way, didn't you?
What, the entrance to the Bone Museum?
Oh no. That was only Dyer seen the entrance to that.
No,
Was
because I was also there. It was me and I.
It was the
think
one that
Dyer
was
went
near the pantry, right? At the bottom of the kitchen. No.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it. Yeah. I'll tell you what. You just pick somewhere you want to go because you might be right. You might actually be right and not know it.
Oh. Does that mean? Does that
Lead
mean
on,
we're
Sarah
wrong?
Jane.
Okay.
No, just lead on. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because-
This way,
s-
Chris. Chris.
So
Well,
if we need to
Over
go to the
here.
kitchen, then we need to go.
you
Actually, I
go
don't
back.
know.
You go back to
We
fetch
go
Grizz.
back east.
Chris.
You find Grizz. He is staring out of a window and looking a bit confused. Oh, yeah, coming.
What are you
It
looking
seems
at,
to be-
Chris?
Yeah, it's just those mountains are very familiar.
Mountains.
Whoa, hang on. Daya, Tanner. Hang on. What do you mean
No,
familiar?
we don't want to get more sidetracked. Come on.
What do you? Are these the mountains where you're from, Grizz? Or are they
No,
the ones you saw in your dream?
Heck.
both?
Both.
Telling you, he's a construct.
Well, perhaps we can return back here once we've dealt with this Gauth. I don't think it's going to be wise us leaving it running around the place.
Okay.
This is true. We'll come back,
we'll come
Grizz. We'll
back.
figure it out.
Don't worry, Grace.
All right.
We're putting
Okay.
the pieces together for you.
I don't promise.
Remember, Grizz, whenever you feel sad, just keep raging. Just keep raging.
Just keep raging.
Whenever you feel sad, be glad.
Okay, we got stairs on the left. We got stairs at that. Oh no, don't want to go in there. That's
Was it up here?
There
Think
is
so.
stairs. Do you want to try?
You first, Tanner.
Sure. Go on.
Okay, just gonna, because I need you to stand still. while
Sorry,
I talk.
sorry.
okay. The pause is cool. All right.
Fuck you
Easy
and
to
your
grab
paws.
people.
I am unstoppable.
Oh my goodness, you're absolutely right, Di. I don't know how you remembered this. That's exactly where you needed to go. Because as you come up to the top of these stairs, do you remember entering into this tiny little room? Let me drag you back over to here.
We forgot to get the goat.
Yeah, we
Um,
left him in the cellar. We left him in
yeah.
the cellar while we're.
That's why I said we're gonna go get him.
That was deliberate. That was actually deliberate.
Back down the
Okay.
stairs.
Well,
No,
we
yeah,
gotta
I
get him
think
back.
I think we're just doing kind of like a forward scout just before we
Yeah.
go and
Forward scout,
get in.
forward scout.
All right, we'll have a look. Yeah.
Okay, this little tiny room. Do you remember it? Hold on, it's loading.
Wait,
I
it's still
would
See
loading.
this more as a prepping
60%.
phase, you could say.
Okay. It's quite cramped inside this chamber. It's not like it's a proper room. It seems to be an in-between where there's a set of spiral stairs you've just climbed up. There's another set of stairs that go in a square pattern down. There's a door immediately to your left, and that is. You can hear a lot of sound coming from behind the door, a lot of raucous noises.
There's a dead person up here.
I'm in
No,
the
you
main
can't
quarter.
see
Oh, you
nothing.
guys over here? Oh, okay, here we are.
You're over here.
Oh. What,
And
what,
if you're
what, what,
seeing
what,
something,
what,
then
what?
you know what we're gonna do? I already said fuck all. Let's
I
just
can't see anything.
Let's
Oh, here
reset.
we are.
Ah, there we go. Oh,
Ah,
no, I
Should be
still
down
see.
right
Oh,
here.
here's-
You shouldn't see anything else.
Well, I still see a
Including
dead person.
and dead people. There should not
I
be.
see dead people.
It's
No.
outside the map.
Shush. Stop. Stop drawing attention to it.
I'm not drawing attention to it. You're now drawing attention to it.
I see dead people. Anyway. Right.
see dead people? What? What are
Okay.
we looking at?
So, I don't know how you can see the outside of the map. Makes no sense. You shouldn't even be able to see these. I'm gonna get rid of it.
You should just have a dedicated spoilers box.
Well, it's only since it's imported, everything's gone a bit kooky.
Okay. A bit kooky.
Okay.
A bit wacky.
I see that we're in Rickety Peggy's room. Is that where we're supposed to be?
No,
No.
we're on the opposite side.
Where I'm
Oh
being
yeah, you're on the opposite side.
Far
Hey.
left-hand side.
That should help.
Far left.
draw a box
Oh,
and you'll.
yep. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
I see.
you might not remember because it was very brief, and you said, "I better not go too far. I'm going to head back to the others." But effectively, what you see here is a sort of go in between room. There's a door right to your left here, and there's a door right at the south as well. And on that door is a plaque that says "The Bone Museum."
Well, that makes it easy.
I vaguely remember this, but not really.
Team chat, real quick. We're actually gonna let this thing leave, right? We're not gonna, surprise, right in the eyeball with the sword or anything, right? We're actually gonna.
We've
No.
given our word.
Yes, we have.
Okay, I would do the same. A deal's a deal. But I mean, it is really ugly.
I hide my
Oh,
ring
yes.
again. Like I
A
turn
lot
it. I
of
don't
us are
hide it.
very
I just
ugly.
turn it facing down, and so that it can't be seen in the flames.
Yeah, speak for yourself, Daya. I'm a creature of pure beauty, mystique.
Yes, you are very hot.
Thanks, Tanner. I appreciate that.
Very welcome.
Perhaps we have to go get our hostage. This might be time.
Do you mind if I have a look at this door? I would like to see what's beyond here.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my.
Oh, Daya! Daya!
Huh.
Oh, it's an actual bone museum. Wow, that's not what I was expecting somehow.
Excellent. So,
Well, that's actually not that bad.
as you open this door, you're immediately given the sight of a massive skeletal dragon that is aimed and arced at you. Its neck kind of, like I say, arced, its mouth agape, and eye sockets completely empty.
Well,
Have
this
I ever
isn't that
seen a skeleton arranged like this before?
Probably not.
Museum style?
No museums have skeletons of dragons unless they probably have bones, but never something fully intact.
Yeah.
Nothing
Okay,
like
wow.
arranged.
What do you
Wow.
see, Daya?
I see bones. I see bones arranged as if they were alive. It's very
huge.
disturbing.
By any chance, has it got anything to do with the fact that we're in the literal bone museum?
Well, that would make sense. I'm not sure what type. It's maybe a dragon, a small dragon. Oh, that was there's a big dragon, but there's also maybe a shark. Something I don't recognize.
Oh yeah. Okay, there's loads of other bones and curios around this chamber. The bones of this giant shark are actually
Yeah.
hanging from the ceiling as well,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
and they kind of like swirl over you. And to your immediate right and left, there seems to be stools and tables, glass cabinets, and different exhibits of all kinds of creatures. Ones you could only guess as to what they are. They mostly look exotic, nothing like you would see in a typical museum.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything moving, anything alive in this museum?
there is torchlight, quite a lot of
Mm.
it. It's a very well lit room. Candles hang from skull candelabras, and there's a large brazier in the middle that's burning brightly, and you can feel the heat kind of washing through here and roaring in the center. And roll a perception check as well.
19.
You do hear the dragging of chains.
Hmm. Okay.
Dragging a chain.
I'm gonna move in
Kids?
further.
And as you get to about there, you start to see a creature that's wandering from the brazier downwards with its back away from you. And you see a creature that's hunched over. Their flesh is pale and hairless, except for its head. It seems to hang with this rags of like matted, stringy hair. Their multiple arms hoist lanterns by chains. And on
Oh,
the
it
back
is-
of this
no.
creature are more hands stitched together, holding candles with dripping wax that have melted all down the fingertips and down the wrists of each of these hands. The
What?
lanterns that it holds seems to have a sort of eerie light about it. And actually, you see something whoosh through the wall right here, this kind of mote of light, and a small kind of childlike giggle could be heard as well.
Yeah,
And I
that's
wish I
the-
could show you. Yeah, there you go. These little...
Chris, if you open up its character sheet, there's got to be like show art in the top right corner.
There is.
Can you try that? Because I love this magic card.
It's not quite...
That's
Working.
Selhoff?
It... Mm-hmm.
I can see its health for some.
Really?
We can see a health bar, yeah. We can't see a number, but we can see a health bar.
Give me a second.
Does
Guys, I think this is our lamplighter.
Try
what the
this one.
fuck is that? Oh, that's it. Yes.
There we
Oh
go.
my god.
Wow.
That Selhoff. Yeah.
That is
creature
ugly.
Has its back towards you, and so you do not see its disgusting face with its beady eyes and stitched flesh, but you do see it moving away from you.
And
It
you said
seems
we
like
heard
it's on an errand of sorts.
we heard a sound of a child or something.
Yep. This. Do you see
It's
these?
the lights.
Yeah,
This
these
is
are
the
those,
child singing
This
noise.
is this the Guardian? Just
I don't know. The Gauth didn't say what the Guardian was, or
hello there.
I cover his mouth.
Oh, you stifle its mouth, and you just see the Light Warden continue on his way down. And you see him putting out one of the torch in his hand. Seems to be like just kind of dying down slightly. And you hear the chains dragging down the stairs. Clink, 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 clink. And these little lights kind of go, wait for us! And you see them swoosh down under the stairs.
Tanner, it's a soul of children. He's holding their souls hostage.
Drag the chain, drag the chain. And they all disappear down the stairs.
Tanner looks wide-eyed and shook.
Dia looks back at both Ember and Tanner and goes,
I light my hands on fire.
It's not a good place to be, I don't think, guys. Let's just get this beholder kin thing and get on through here and get out of here. This is horrible.
Do we think that was the guardian of this place?
I don't know. We have to ask him.
Well, he said it was some form of
He had
what
candles
was it?
on his back.
Elemental.
He
A
had
fire
candles all
element.
over his back.
said it was a
It was made
a
of
fire
flesh.
creature.
Where are
That
you guys
didn't look
going?
like
What are
a
you guys
fire.
doing? Whoa! What the?
That didn't look like a fire creature. It looked like an
what are you
inhabitant, a guardian of the
Come
hut.
back! Stop!
I'm just looking at all the beautiful displays. I want
Chris!
to see what I look up here.
Okay, coming back down.
I
You see something very. Speaking of Beholderkin, something very daunting in one corner of this chamber.
Mm-hmm.
The light of the brazier flickers and reflects in its skull. Although it would, except the gem missing from its eye. It's, yeah. Basically, there would be a giant red gem in its eye, but you've currently got it in your possession in the bag of holding.
Ooh.
But,
I mean,
What
we
type of
could.
skull is it? It's a beholder skull?
It is a huge beholder skull, yes. And it's odd seeing it without. At first, it looks like a cyclops skull. You
Yeah.
can see smaller red light floating amongst the skull, representing its other eyes.
what happened? if you put
I'll
the gem
say.
in the eye?
Yeah, I was about to say, Ember, bring it over here. I mean, if we return the.
Hey, I don't have it.
Continent.
Tyro had it. The bag of holding.
No,
Oh,
we
by
took. Tyro
no,
left
it.
the bag of holding behind. We took
Right.
it.
So who has? Do I have
One
it?
second.
I don't have it.
I think I might have it.
Around the rest of the room, there is the main room is kind of broken into 4 chambers, and the magical light illuminates from dozens of these skeletons that have been set in various poses. One chamber contains skeletons of strange, monstrous creatures that hang from the ceiling. These include plaques with names as well, saying that some are displacer beasts, beholders, and manticore skulls and such. Another chamber contains an army of skeletons. They seem to be in various battle poses, and some are. Yeah, and then in one section you've got this enormous dragon. What else? Yeah, I think that's most of the description anyway.
I'll go into the bag of holding and try and find the gem for the eye.
Okay. As you're rummaging around, there is one last kind of thing of note, and that is the large set of doors on the far east side. Do you have... Let's put a lock on that first. There is a depiction of 2 manticore heads with knockers on them in their mouths, gripped by their toothy maws.
Oh,
And Grizz recognizes them as well. He's stolen a knocker from a similar looking door.
another
not these
nice pair of
exact-
knockers.
That's the one. And they kind of have a... Yeah. They don't have the blue runes on them like the other ones. There's no glow or anything coming from these. Alright. You find the gem in the bag of holding and produce it. It is massive. Like I said, like I mentioned, it's like the size of a watermelon, right?
Yeah.
Holding it up to the floating skull, it seems like it would match the right socket.
I mean, shall I put it in?
I don't know, Tanner. I don't want it coming back to life.
Oh, this is an Ankeg skull as well.
Well, I mean, this thing's dead, isn't it? Does it have like a plaque next to it?
I don't know. You're the one who told me. You told me you're the one that can feel, spirits.
I'm looking for a plaque.
What
It
happens
died.
if you put the gem back and it revives it somehow? Is that
Well,
a thing that happens with
that's-
beholders? Do we know?
Well, that's what I'm looking for. What does
Okay.
the
So-
what does the
So
plaque
the
say?
beholder skull is suspended in the air, floating some feet, some like several feet above you, and there is no plaque for this, except you can look for one. Roll me an investigation check.
Sure. The thing is that if the sneaky little goblin managed to get it, I don't think it would be alive.
Hmm.
Investigation.
True. That's a good point.
14.
14.
Only a 5 for
Look
me.
around the room for any kind of sign. Not really a plaque or a description or anything like that, because it hasn't got its own stand. But you do notice there is a depiction of a beholder on the far west wall, and it's like a mosaic of a beholder. Its eyes striking down in different arrays. That's the
Interesting.
far west wall.
Far west wall.
Yeah, I'll go and read it before returning.
Okay. It's funny you say read it, because there
Right.
actually is an inscription,
Oh, okay.
and it says, "Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder."
Oh
Well,
lord.
that's fairly
I've heard that one before.
innocuous.
Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder, but that doesn't. This doesn't say anything, does it? I mean, the beauty could mean this gem. It could just be a decorative piece.
Maybe if you put it in the eye of the beholder, you'll become more beautiful. I should certainly
Could
do
beauty
that.
be a creature or a thing that's somehow imprisoned in the eye?
I'll look
Like
at
literally
the gem.
is it literally in the eye?
Everything is literal here, Dia. So I'd imagine, should you
Literally.
put this gem in the eye of the beholder, you'll be more beautiful. Really, that simple.
I'll look into the gem.
Okay. You look into the gem, and everything kind of looking through it gives a red kind of tint to everything. So I think you remember that to use this item, well, Tyro did list a set of notes about it.
What were those notes?
They required attunement, and that the gem had a number of charges, and using its command word, you could use it for 10 minutes and have true sight up to 120 feet peering through the gem.
True sight would actually be really good.
That would be really useful right now.
However, I'm not sure about carrying around a gem the size of a watermelon.
Well, I mean, also, I mean, what are we gonna see? Are we gonna see the portal where this thing needs to go? Or are we gonna see the magic? I dislike not knowing.
True.
Can Daya do an investigation first on the eye socket of the beholder
Mm.
and
you
then
just
on the
hear that?
brazier?
So to get up there, Di, you would need to either get a step ladder or,
I'll
or
give
try
it a
and leap.
boost.
Yeah, okay, you give it a boost.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm a
Okay.
tall boy, so
Okay.
I shall be the stepladder.
Thank you. I will climb onto his shoulders and have a look.
So to get right up there, the door is obviously wide open, and as you're climbing up, trying to support yourself and balance, you can give me an acrobatics check first of all.
23.
23. Okay, so you perfectly balance on Tanner's shoulders as you're trying
Oh
to
yeah,
peer
it's
into this.
Cirque du Soleil over here.
I'm gonna step back 10 feet, 15 feet to the brazier and just kind of
You
look
get-
into the flames as this happens.
And although you're now like 14 feet up in the air, really, I guess, you're still unable to get quite the perfect view. So in order to get looking right at the socket, you'd need to climb up and into the creature, like the actual skull itself. You could do that. It's
Why?
within reach. You're kind of by the lower jaw.
Yeah. Do I think
Uh,
that it would hold my weight with the
That's
wires that are hanging
something
here?
to. Yeah, that's something to test, I guess.
Can I reach up and just pull on it and see if it seems like it would hold weight?
Yeah, sure. You
Okay.
pull it,
Yeah.
and it feels like it's firmly in place. You can't get any give, and it doesn't seem to like wobble or anything. It's like something stuck it there.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, this Daya has not been raised to have reverence for things in museums the
Hmm,
way Sarah Jane has, so she's gonna go ahead and climb on the exhibit
okay.
and see if she can get right up in there.
As you pull down
Because
on the
why the hell
jaw,
not?
yeah. As you pull yourself up from the lower jaw, you see there's a number of sharp, pointed teeth that you're having to
Ooh.
carefully avoid and not like impale your hands on.
Yeah.
You grab onto maybe the sides of the jaw, and you climb up and place your footing onto the lower jaw, and then suddenly you feel something snap, and I need you to roll a dex saving throw. As you're
God.
moving around, you might
I'm
accidentally click something. Oh,
17.
17. That's pretty good.
Ah!
Okay.
That's actually going to be an 18. 19, sorry. No, 20.
19.
Plus 3.
Oh, my plus
It
three
keeps getting
saving
more.
throw. Yeah,
Plus
yeah,
3!
yeah.
Plus 3! Plus
All right,
3!
we got it. We got it. I got it. Okay, then in that case, Daya, you feel like there's a bright light guiding you in this one thing. As you accidentally step on something, you realize there's a number of smaller, strange rods holding this thing in place. Like you would see like a skeleton kind of pinned together, right? These
Yeah.
pins are actually smaller. What are they called? Movable rods. Anyway,
Mhm.
what everyone else sees, however, is the skull suddenly clamp and try to shut its jaws around Dyer. You
Ah!
nimbly,
Get down from there! What are you doing?
who quickly
I'm
and nimbly jumps onto
there's
the
an echoing
side.
said, it's fine. It's really interesting in here.
It's a good
Okay.
idea. What are you? Why are we doing this?
Your legs are kind of dangling right at the moment, but you
Mm,
hoist yourself up and you can actually sit on top of the skull proper and look down and into the socket now.
okay.
But the mouth is now
Okay.
closed, clamped shut. And the socket is completely empty, but I'd like you to give me that investigation check.
Okay. Come on, give me a good one.
Oof.
Hmm.
Oof, 9. Jeez.
9? Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything in particular that's here or like a sign of anything, except for maybe a couple of scrape marks on the skulls, like uh, in a socket, like someone pushed it or pried it out the back, from the front and then popped out the back.
Okay.
That's all you
Do
can
they?
really make out.
Yeah. But there's nothing unusual or magical, like or something that doesn't look like a skull. Yeah, where the gem would normally be.
No, not really.
Because I would expect to see like A, marks of battle, and B, seeing scrape marks from where the gem has been pried out. That's not terribly surprising, I think.
Hmm.
What I'm looking for is some kind of magical setup, some runes that anyone has carved in here, any substance that isn't made of
Hmm.
bone or a
I think
movable rod.
to do that, you might need the assistance of a magical aid, such as like detect magic or such.
Yeah.
Grizz has got such means with his lens. Could
Oh,
ask
good
him.
point. Okay, Grizz, you've got that magical eye thing, right?
Yes, my monocle.
Your monocle. Can you have a look see and see if there's anything magical about this here
Okay.
skull?
Uh, he looks up and into the area and clicks it. Yes, there is some things. Um, Hmm. Hold on.
One
get the
second,
colours.
Miss Daya.
No, thank you. We gotta just check. There's lots of things. Hold on, can't see that. Gotta check the spell.
We miss you, Marcus, if
Okay,
you ever
yes.
watch this.
There is
Mm,
a scarlet-colored magic floating around there, and he points out to where the lights are, that are kind of stationary there around it to depict the extra eyes of the creature. Um,
That's very
And-
dangerous, Daya. That's evocation.
and there's a slight bit of blue magic, yes, around the eye socket as well.
Defensive in
evocation.
nature.
What's blue?
Abjuration.
No, abjuration was
Oh, shit.
alabaster.
Bad. It's blue.
Is it illusion magic to make it look like it's glowing?
Enchantment?
No, blue is divination.
Divination. Oh, interesting.
Divination and evocation. That's so.
Hence the blue crystals within the cavern.
Divination and evocation.
Yes.
Interesting.
Time
Divination
to
magic
Google.
around the eye socket itself, but it's very faint.
Be careful
Also
with the evocation, Daya. That thing will explode on you like a fireball.
Oh, but Tanner's holding a very big blue gem when it's clearly red.
So the thing itself is divination magic. So if we put the two together, we'll be able
Feel
to
something.
see something. It will, yeah. That's very interesting.
I mean, at least we know it won't kill us. That's helpful.
Well,
Hey, Grace, could you have a look at the brazier behind you? See it with your monocle?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It is.
I'll step away when he does this.
It is fire.
It's just fire.
It hot. It burn.
Yeah, don't touch it.
He's bent over, like looking at it with his monocle, like inspecting it. It's like nearly burning his face off.
is
Okay, that's just fire.
is the beholder looking at anything in particular? As in, like, is it angled anywhere in particular,
Question.
or is it
Roll
just?
an investigation check. And I'll
No.
say with advantage because Daya was trying this earlier and she didn't quite get enough on the roll. But
Natural 20.
There we go.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. So you're investigating and you kind of like step around, judging where it would be looking if you was through its lens, and it does seem to line up with something. It's actually just off center of these pillars, such that it can look past them. And it looks as though it is staring all the way at the beholder mosaic from the
So
far west.
my thought process with this is that this is meant to give the user true sight. If we put it back within the skull of the beholder, I feel like it's going to reveal something behind that mosaic, and I think it's going to be something worthwhile, because after all,
Really?
beauty lies in the eye of the beholder.
Oh,
Ooh, something beautiful in there, mate. Well,
beautiful.
that
look-
seems like
Yeah, that is literal too. That is literal.
that makes way more sense than what Ember was saying for sure.
I swear to God, if this is just another like entrance to Eleanor's room, I'm gonna be fucking livid.
It's
Perfect.
snug in the.
It's just
It's snug with like he's holding a newspaper up and he's sitting on the
it's
toilet.
Snurg's private shower room.
Yeah.
Taking a shit.
Okay.
Right.
Later, guys.
I will lift the gem up to Daya.
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure
I
this is a
think-
good idea? Okay, whatever
I
you
think
guys
we'll be
do.
okay.
I'm going to step.
Perhaps step behind it, just out
I
of
don't
its
want
direct
the
view.
creepy skeletons either. All right. Well, Tanner keeps
I
me
mean,
safe.
why
so-
not? Why
Where are you
not
going
just
in
like?
behold still?
Yeah, just
Emma, you need to back up a bit. If you want to climb inside of my armor, you're you're going the right way about it. Get off.
What let me do?
Okay,
Okay.
so Dia is sitting on top of the
Hold
skull.
me, Tanner.
She's gonna take the gem and lean forward and sort of stick it right in there, kind of
Yep.
jam it right in there until it clicks, I guess. Whatever it is that eyeballs do.
Just very, very
It does-
quickly.
Yep.
Derek, have you seen Treasure Planet at all?
That is sorry.
Ah, never mind. Okay.
Treasure Planet?
Yeah, it's an old.
Little cartoon about a pirate ship. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's a pirate ship in space, right?
Yeah, it's old Disney. I want to say no. Oh, something's burning.
Where am I? I'm in England now. What's happening? Why am I here?
You probably hear that from the room over.
I think we're good.
That
Okay.
pasty smells wonderful.
No, that's my Sunday roast.
Nice. Okay,
Or it
so
was. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
all right, yeah, back in here.
Um,
So, you're going to place this in the socket. So yeah, it does take a bit of jostling around to get it to fit right. And at this point, you kind of realize it's not like a perfect circular gem. There is a slight ovalness to it. You do manage to fit it in, and as soon as you do, you start to see something on the mosaic change. The mosaic's depiction of a beholder begins to shed away, and as Tanner begins to walk over to it, he sees the mosaic shift from a fully fleshed beholder to a skeletal beholder. Eyes begin glowing on it, and as they do, it starts to burn away the wall. Not physically, but almost as if it melts away an illusion.
As in the mosaic, or oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah, okay.
And as the mosaic disappears, the inscription changes from beauty lies in the eye of the beholder to horror lies
Oh,
in the eye
fuck!
of the beholder.
What?
Fuck! Turn it
What
off!
is
Turn
that?
it off!
What is that?
As
What is
You
that?
reveal an entire pile of tiny humanoid skulls.
Tiny
God.
humanoid
Tiny.
bones.
Yes. You look at them just for a brief moment, and you realize they're all not fully developed skulls.
oh god.
Oh no!
Oh god. Shit. Yeah, I told you, man. These are souls of children.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh God! This is where. Oh, this is where they are. Oh Lord, I was not expecting that. That was gruesome.
Tanner, we have to put an end to this. This is horrible.
Tanner's kind of like just. Is it still there or has it closed?
No,
Every
no,
door?
it's still
Okay,
there.
it's still there.
Just put it
So
away for
yeah,
you.
Tanner's dead because obviously he's walked over. You just see the back of him just freeze up.
Tanner,
What's
oh
it
God,
doing? Is the beholder skull itself changing at all with the eye in it? No.
It has not, no. It just seems to
Okay.
have melted away an illusion where it's looking.
we should burn them, set them free.
Do you think that would help?
I think so.
If you look round the front of Tanner, you just see his eyes wide, just in shock. Probably half like, oh fuck, I was wrong, and second of all, oh fuck, these are kids.
Wrong about.
I was very wrong.
What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking beauty in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, it's.
It was an illusion.
I mean, that ugly creature.
What a play on words, you fuck.
That ugly creature probably sees these as beautiful. Obviously, they're not.
Is there anything else in the room? that we can see?
It seems like this is just almost like a discarded pile, but
Mm.
there does seem to be in the corner of the room another smaller collection again. It's a
Mhm.
separate pile for some reason. You're not sure why, but there are two separate piles nonetheless.
Can we go into this room?
You can, yeah. I think it is possible to walk through with a token.
Okay. Dio's gonna
God.
go in.
You
She
realize that,
wants
yeah, go on.
she wants to see if she can tell what the difference is between the two piles.
Okay.
Is one of she's thinking one is guardians or jailers, and the other one is the victims.
You can roll me just either an investigation or a medicine check to see if there's any
I'll help you
physical
out.
details.
I'm assisting.
15 for
15?
medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
They seem to be of similar size and they are definitely more humanoids. But
Mm.
with the smaller pile, there seems to be an addition of bones, not just skulls. Seems to be small leg bones, small arms, like femurs and such. But there's no distinguishable. I suppose actually with a 15, you do make out there seems to be more injuries on the other skulls. These ones seem to be like picked clean, and there's no visible like damage to the skulls, whereas the smaller
Mm.
pile does. There's more broken bits, and there
They
are
were
some
tortured?
fractures here
Worked
and
on.
there.
So one is like not as perfect as the other.
Or some were fighters and some were what? Sacrifices?
Were some of
If
them?
they were slaughtered, there would be some signs of damage.
Were some of them gnomes?
Nunes?
Right, okay,
Gnomes.
so
Well,
correct me if I'm wrong. At the very, very, very beginning, when we first went into the Grand Chamber, there were a bunch of orcs that had captured a quote unquote child for Baba Yaga.
No.
But
yes.
when further inspection went, it was found to be a gnome adult,
Yes, an adult gnome, yeah.
Yeah, Liz, I
and
think, was its name.
it wasn't
Their name.
set free. So can I tell the difference between a gnome skull, sorry, a numbskull. I'm so glad that translated.
I got you. I got you.
So between a gnome skull and a human slash elf slash whatever child skull.
Um, there are some differences, notably the ones which look more damaged and fractured, or as you put it, like fighters perhaps. They do seem to have more teeth, and the teeth are different. They're much more, what's the word?
Developed?
Developed, yeah.
Yeah, these are the ones that. So Tanner will just kind of look over and say,
Yeah.
"Well,
I'll
this
say
is
that's
where."
you as part of you helping Dyer with that roll, the 15. Yeah,
Gotcha.
sorry. Go on.
So this must be where all of them have gone. Once they're brought here, like that gnome when we first got here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where
What
they
does
end
the
up.
Light Warden do?
But why only the heads? Where are the rest of their bodies?
Well,
Burn
it's a
in the pit
mixture of
there.
bones, isn't it?
I
Can
thought
I
the
go
central
investigate the
pile was
brazier?
heads
Or
only,
One thing
and
I
it's
want
the
to ask is this
smaller pile is the one that has other bones.
Oh, okay. Is this
Yeah.
presented? Is this kind of like piled up in like somebody's arranged this, or are they scattered?
They are more scattered, yeah.
I look
Discarded.
up.
can I go
There is a
investigate?
long shaft into darkness.
Here it is. This is the bottom of it. This is the bottom of the pit underneath the throne room.
Oh. So they were just tossing bones down here?
Fuck.
Tossing
Right.
tossing people down here, because if they're in two separate
Tossing
piles, that imply
children
that
down
they
here.
weren't just they
No,
weren't just
Dan, I don't think
discarded, but
so.
like
I think that was
refuse.
the sewer.
Someone
Yeah,
has
I-
organized these.
I want
Well-
to search the brazier. I want to put my hands right in there. You know, like I can take a bit of heat. I want to see
Mhm.
if there's like any kind of bone fragments or human ash or common or ash
Mm.
in this central flame.
Ember on a
Um,
hunt for dead ash.
Sure, you can manipulate fire, can't you? Like
No, I can't manipulate it. I can only
control.
create it.
Okay.
I don't have.
In that case, then
I don't have control. I have produce flame, not control flame.
okay, gotcha. All right. So
Potato.
just give me an investigation or a perception check.
Yeah, it's gonna.
You
13.
do not find any ash or bits of bone fragment within this brazier.
Never mind. Sorry, guys.
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But it is still a question unanswered. Where are the rest of the... Where are the bodies?
Well, perhaps Dr. Gerolf uses the parts to stitch together. Perhaps
Oh
this is.
no.
Perhaps this is you, Grizz.
I really
Don't start with that.
I
We don't
really-
have
Well-
any evidence of that.
No, but I just think that's probably maybe. This feels like Dr. Gerolf's work. That creature looked all stitched together and kind of, you know, like Grom.
I really don't want to say it, but I think you might be right in terms of the spirits of the children.
Hold on.
And-
We still don't have any evidence. Like
We
I
have
said,
tons of evidence, Chris. What are you
Well-
talking about?
but she might not have put this here.
Who's she? What? Huh?
But Baba Yaga, I don't...
Oh,
Or could be-
That gnome who was captured, do we know why her village was being well, rounded up? Did we ever find that
Uh,
out?
I don't remember.
Perhaps
I
it
don't
would-
remember either.
Perhaps it
No,
will be for
because
the
you have not-
same reason that Bromwell did.
Yeah, they pissed
Yes.
her off. It's so.
I think we
Baba
need to
Yaga.
have a conversation with this light warden. You heard as we
Conversed with.
got in here, there were children's voices following behind it.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same as when I put the, you know, any of these braziers out. It's almost as if this whole entire hut is protected by this light warden in some manner.
Then
Or the
perhaps,
children are tied to the light somehow?
Seems to
perhaps
be, yeah.
the only way that we're going to get our answers might be through him, or her, or it.
They.
It seems like it's been built. I feel like someone's taken the detail that you told me about from
Nephew.
not Wheat but Nephany and just warped it and created this Frankenstein like design of this concept.
Perhaps it's time we found out.
I don't think this is the actual light warden. I think that's
In fact, just before I kind of go on
child's tale.
this whim, I do feel like with the second sidetrack, we do need to go and see Kassaras. Did we? Oh no, we're trying to get rid of the gal. Fuck.
We still need to get rid of the Gouth first, then Kesseras.
Well, hang
Yeah.
on. What was our agreement with the Gouth? Our agreement with the Gouth, verbatim, was that we would assist it in becoming free. We did not put a timeline on that. We can just let him sit in the cellar forever. It's not our problem.
I don't think that's fulfilling the spirit of the agreement. We
There's no
assisting means
spirits. No, everything's literal here, Dia. There's no spirit. There's no integrity. It's all just exactly what's contained within the words of the contract.
I
Emperor
very much.
Cinderborn, you may not have integrity, but I do. and I'm the one who swore to help it. So you can
What
go and
allegiance do you have to that creature? It's just using you, Daya, because it's desperate.
yes, that doesn't change anything.
Fine.
I still agreed. It's my word, and I will
You're
help
not
it first.
breaking your word. You're just.
I
was
don't
never-
also want to side with the Gauth, however, it did also help us out in our need of desperation, so...
It did.
That is true. That smoky, gibbering mouth room was horrible. I never want to go back there again.
We had no way of getting out of there, and we were disintegrating rapidly. That thing helped us to survive, and we made an agreement.
Oh.
So these children, or gnomes, or lost souls, whatever they were, they are gone. And however we can free them, for now, I don't think time is pressing. Much as I feel callous saying it, but
And the Gauth
No,
may help
no,
Tyro,
you're right.
their
too.
need is not urgent. We need to help the living first.
You're
The
right.
Gauth may help Tyro as well. You never know.
Let's find this portal.
Alright. You're right, Tanner Daya.
Meanwhile, Grizz has been over by this door, and he says, "Oh, it's so shiny, got to go." And he's trying to pull the knockers off again.
It's my gold, Grizz. What are you doing? Come back
It's
here.
gold.
That's
my
mine. Those are mine. No.
My gold.
Back up, Grizz. It's okay. This is my gold. That's my knockers.
You're... No, it ain't.
I'll
I
start
saw it
reaching
first.
for them.
Yeah.
Are there
and
two?
then
Can we
you
give-
foolishly talked about it, and I
There is-
realized
There is two. So there's
Di,
one
you're
for
not
me,
going to get a chance here.
there's one for me,
there's
and
two
one
for me and none for you, Grizz.
Not
That's how this.
right.
Very
That's it.
simple.
Roll them
Back
up.
off, Grizz.
Roll them up.
One for each of you is more than fair. Come now.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Grizz. We'll see who. And I'll kind of like try to antagonize him and flick my brooch of shielding,
Hey.
brooch of avarice.
Oh, yeah.
One for
Give
me
it.
and none for you. Back up.
As he tries to like go for it, he's kind of like dodge out of the way, and he pushes into the door instead,
Oh,
and you
boy.
hear this heavy grinding
Ow,
sound, and it
Grizz.
didn't sound like it pushed against the surface very nicely. It sounded like you actually cracked up some of the rock and ground beneath. And I guess we can reveal what's on the other side. So if you want to open said door, go right ahead.
Oh,
God,
what
yeah.
the fuck is
What
that?
Oh,
is this?
Boy, oh boy.
That
The
looks
hell
like a
is all
fire
this?
guardian.
Sorry, don't mind me.
Fire armadillo.
I think
Sorry.
this is the wrong room.
A huge amount of heat washes over you, and I think everyone is a bit nauseous by the amount of it, except for old Ember, and maybe Tanner now that he's got his braces that kind of resist and absorb that heat to some degree. But Grizz is like, oh, it's hot, and yeah, it just feels like you just walked into a desert as this, or stepped next to a volcano, because actually what you see is a cavernous ground with potholed. There seems to be a descent some 20 feet down into a pit of molten lava.
Oh, God.
Sat in the center of the room is an enormous pile of gold coins,
Oh,
and nestled in it, as if like the gold was a nest itself, is a huge overall brimstone-like structure, and it seems to be kind of glowing and pulsing slightly, as if there's a life beneath the shell of this thing. And attached to it, there seems to be these ethereal chains held taut, and they go through the actual outer side of it and inside. There's no like visible piton holding onto it. It seems to just enter inside of it. And these chains are latched to the walls around the chamber that looks natural for the most part. You can see stalagmites on the ground, stalactites hanging from the ceiling, precariously, might I add. Around the chamber, there are 2 sets of massive iron doors, although they could be made of some otherworldly material or metal, and they seem to be sealed shut on the north and south side. There is also another set of doors on the far end, kind of similar to these ones, almost like a mirror to them. And there's as if it couldn't be more doors. There are another set of single doors in the corners of the room, bottom left and bottom right.
So 6 doors total.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Is the structure in the middle? That's just a what is a tower or it's a construct? It's a building.
It looks like an oval shape nestled in the gold, like it's
Mhm.
like it's in like an egg inside a nest.
Okay. Is anything moving in the chamber?
There's an occasional twitch from the chains, and as you
Mm.
follow the twitch towards its source, there is maybe what you could potentially witness as a wobble to the thing in the center, but
Mhm.
it's unclear whether it's the haze of the heat washing and flooding upwards like a mirage, or if there actually is a movement to it.
Hmm.
Ember, do you recognize what that is?
Okay.
It's probably one of your ancestors, right,
1
Ember?
second, Daya. I'll just kind of squish by Daya and look away. I'm not sure. Chris, do I recognize any of this? Do I? That's a lot
That
of gold, though. My
how
goodness.
much closer do you get?
I will actually start looking at the gold and very wide. Wow,
Yeah,
this
Grizz
all
is
should be
also
mine.
stunned. Grizz is
Wow.
Grizz.
Eh,
Okay, you get closer, Ember, and you can hear something. There's a thump 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 thump.
Oh.
There is actually a heartbeat resounding from this overall shape in the center.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay,
Tickle, tickle.
it is probably at least 10 foot wide.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
have
when
my
you
Mage Hand crawl along. How do I?
and with each heartbeat, you can see the kind of glow coming from the seams in it.
I'll have the Mage Hand kind of walk along the surface up to about here, like
Mhm.
north and then east, and just pick up a piece of gold. Let's see.
Okay,
Actually,
you see a small, tiny gout of flame escape from the crack inside this molten egg shape. And when you look at the crack and it lights up, you can roll me an investigate. Well, maybe a perception check.
sure.
Perception
I
check.
have a question. The mage hand is invisible to us, isn't it?
No,
No,
it's not.
not
Oh, it's
in
I'm
not.
not
this.
an arcane trickster.
Yeah.
So I'll
Only
Okay.
just be
arcane trickster is
Ember!
that beautiful.
Ember, what are you doing?
Just seeing, Tanner. Just seeing.
He gets the coin and he brings it back. But
Fuck.
there is a gout of flame just sort of peeks out from these cracks in the shell.
Oh,
That's all
I
you
don't want
see.
to do this, Chris.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't
Divine
know.
sense.
Divine sense. Can you link that in the chat?
Undead fiends or celestials,
Nope, don't sense any of those.
but not Curse of
Right.
Strahd. Curse of Strahd. God damn.
Nope, there's not any of those around here. Although, no, there's
I hear the heartbeat. Is it?
I wish.
I don't know what it is, Daya. I'm not really sure. I don't think we should take any more of this gold, though. You might find yourself.
I was about to Scrooge McDuck, personally.
Grizz, not this time. I like gold as much as you do, but
You kidding me?
no, Grizz, no, Grizz.
n-
I strongly suggest that you do not.
Can you make me a strength check, or an acrobatics actually, athletics or acrobatics? Because as you're distracted with this mage hand, um, and you said that you had the brooch out tauntingly. Oh man! All right. Well, let's see what he gets.
27. Oh.
No. Grizz goes for the
Pull it
brooch.
away.
Whilst you are just a little bit distracted, he's trying to snatch it from you. Go on, go on,
Back off, Grizz. Look at him, Tanner. He's so greedy. He just takes.
Ember, Grizz, pack it in.
Put it away
And stay quiet.
under my poncho.
Daya, what do you think this thing is?
I think this is maybe the thing that the Gouth was worried about defeating. If
Well, it seems like we just
I-
go around it.
if we go into the chamber, it will wake up. If the Gouth tries to go into that pit of hell thing, that tunnel, maybe it will guard the entrance. It seems dormant right now, but not
Does
insensible.
Does anything look portally in here?
Portally.
Yeah, portally.
Oh, right. There are two massive doors, and as you look at them, you can actually make out a depiction of swirling matter and stars and spheres on the wall, or like of the door itself. It's not colored or anything; it's just sort of like embossed into the metal. And that's on the north side. This one seems to be like these, it's kind of like glass spheres, or depicted by such, like galaxies and stuff. Whereas the south door looks like it is depicting land, sea, and the sky.
So this must be the entrance to, well, what looks like the material plane. Our home. As well as, well, hell.
Right.
I guess you could say that puts us in limbo, I guess. I saw that.
You think this is where we need to go?
I feel like this is where the Gauth needs to go.
Yes, but how do we get it past the Guardian? We don't even know what that Guardian is.
This may be a
If,
stupid idea, but perhaps we could talk to it?
Perhaps I would normally send Ember as a creature of fire itself, but I don't trust his diplomacy.
Mm,
And the Gouth itself is terrified of this thing.
I
would be willing to try. I don't know what I would say. I'm not quite sure what the lay of the land is here.
Ember, what are fire elementals like? Fire creatures. What's their nature? Oh, Ember's BRB.
Ember's gone. Yeah.
Okay. I might take this moment to quickly dash myself, if that's okay.
Yeah, we can go for a quick
Yeah,
2-minute
go for
break.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
Right.
just put us on the break screen and be back in 2.
We will be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty, we're back after that short break. Okay, so standing in this immense chamber, it's probably one of the biggest rooms aside from the grand hall that you've seen. It is cavernous. There are still these kind of heat waves flooding through your body, and you're already building up a sweat. You can see Grizz is sweating already, and there's this constant thrumming. Boom, 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 boom. It sounds like magma kind of bubbling and popping, not just a heartbeat.
I think Vaughn would really be interested in something like this.
As you say the name Vaughn, there is another gout of fire. This peeks out from the cracks in this shell.
I don't think he likes the fire giant, friend.
How can you tell if that was a good flame or a bad flame?
Because Ember, you hear this and it sounds awfully familiar. It sounds like primordial.
Ooh.
Ooh. I will apply primal.
That's all you guys really hear is like this weird guttural noise Ember makes, and in primordial ignorance, say, "Do you hear me?" I'll actually step. Oh. Ah! One sec, one sec, guys. Stay back, stay back.
I'll.
Hello, my name is Ember Cinderborn. House Sonatus. Do you hear me? Still? What, how would we be of service to you? We seek safe passage. We wish to release one entity that we've entered into an agreement with. I imagine that one hand would to massage the other, if you will. How would I'll return this to start with. I was just experimenting and seeing. Well, actually, it is really pretty. Do you mind if I keep it? I really like. It should be mine. To be honest.
Oh my god.
Seems to be a common theme around here. You're not the only one. Don't feel bad. For what reason though are you do you find yourself in that state? I see. Did she were you taken by given as a prize or taken from wherever you may reside? Are you from? Yeah, seems to be a common thing. Are you from? Or do we share the same ancestral homeland? Being of a beautiful flame as you are, it's nice to speak to someone who understands this tongue of ours. Yeah, okay. I'm not all quite there, but that's cool. I could maybe help you out. It would be good to have a friend of fire. Yeah. Okay. How?
The whole room shakes, and you even see small stalactites falling from the ceiling. They kind of shatter into rocks and
Trying to
pebbles.
put my hands on my head and duck down a little. Yeah. Okay. Well, just patience. I got a lot. Me and my associates here. We have a lot of work to do. What that entail? Ah, okay. Well, I think I can make that. I think I can make that. I think I can get that. Yeah, yeah. What will you do if that comes to be? How will that end? Yeah. Okay. Do you know Heladus? You familiar with that name? Cause he's a young one. Okay, yeah. Cause he is the same in the same predicament, and I'd also like to possibly break his chains as well. Okay. I'll see what I could do. My companions here and I were very resourceful and clever. We'll definitely. What's with all the gold, though? Whose gold is this? Wow, that's okay. Well, yeah, you're quite the volcano. Unfortunately, right now it seems that you're more landlocked than you should be. Definitely a volcano, not a free flowing blaze at all. It's unfortunate. This should be this should be taken care of. Yes. Okay. So it's of no concern to you then, the gold. Well, how about this? I could really use all this gold, and it's mine anyways. So, I'll see to it that gets done, and in return, this'll all be mine. Agreed. That's good. We have a deal, my ignorant friend. Pleasure doing business. I'll get to that. Next you'll see me. I might have a giant with me who can strike down these.
1 second, Chris. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, very well. Sounds good.
I'll turn to my party and
Back in common now. Yeah, this creature is very benevolent. He seeks to be released. And in return, he'll help us in our quest.
Another one.
And certainly don't want to touch his gold, as he's very possessive of it and does not want it taken at all. Grizz, he will incinerate you should you pick up one more piece. He is very powerful. He is a volcano, a creature of the plane of fire.
Inside check.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
You can roll a deception check there. Normal.
Sure.
I don't know.
Oh, you fucking
Alright.
kid. You're right, Ember. We probably shouldn't touch it, otherwise he will definitely incinerate us all. Thank you very
Yeah,
much
but
for...
like, he doesn't need all of it.
All of it, Grizz. Not
He
one
don't even
piece.
have arms to pick him up. He can't
Grizz,
use
I'm
the
telling-
coin. He's got no hand.
Grizz, listen to me. It's his gold. It's his gold. It belongs to fire. It's his. Don't touch it. That's all I have to say.
So what did it have to say about how do we free it? What does it want?
And does it want to be
Ah.
freed before we release the...
So, Chris, it seemed to understand common too.
No, but I'm just correcting you on that part anyway.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right. Fair enough. What was that? Sorry, Daya?
Well, what does it want exactly? It wants to be free, but how do we do that?
Well, Vorn has to cut the chains.
And would Vorn be willing to do that?
I think so.
Well, I mean, perhaps if a certain someone didn't get, challenged to a duel, then perhaps I have a little bit of leverage.
This is true. Did
Well,
it say
perhaps.
why it's chained here? Maybe Vorn
Eh,
isn't willing to disobey the witch.
yeah, that's the problem, right? I think someone seized the volcano against their will. It's quite unfortunate and an absolute travesty. Well, it should be freed. It's a being of fire, Daya. It needs to be freed.
I don't disagree with you, but the hows and whys and wherefores, well, they matter in this place.
They really do. You're right. I mean, that's something I could deal with afterwards. This is a
Will
prize for the Baba Yaga in some manner, and prize she shouldn't have.
Can you ask it if it will let the Gouth pass in exchange for our help freeing it at a later time?
I think that shouldn't be an issue. I'll turn around and Igden. I'm bringing a companion back. Just gonna, get him out of here. Another prisoner like you. He wants to go free, and we have a deal with him too. And so we're gonna wrap that up first, and then Mr. Volcano, we'll get Vorn over here to chop your chains down, and everything should be good. Oh, just the. Oh, that's okay. That's a bit different. Wait. So if I don't, you're gonna do what exactly? Not let us.
He
That's
doesn't say anything, or it doesn't say anything, sorry. But it does suddenly let loose a gout of fire from every direction in it.
Oh
And
god.
you see the shell sort of almost expand slightly. And as it does, you see that they are not necessarily cracks in a shell, but it's hard to discern on the actual art itself. But I'll let you take a zoom in and have a closer look. Maybe I'll do this and help you out.
Okay. Oh.
Hmm. Is it a bird? Is it a snake? Is it a...
Is it
Yeah,
a
it's got like
plane?
the eyes.
Is it...
Oh,
No,
Super egg.
Yeah. It referred to itself as a volcano.
a volcano.
Is this the destiny of Egbert?
Oh, very well.
Yeah.
That really makes things complicated for me. You have to understand that I have multiple things on the go. But I imagine you've been here a long time. Surely you can wait a bit longer. And if you incinerate my friends and I, well, then you're just never getting out of here. So why just be a little bit patient? Believe me, I'm good for my word. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
It's just a slow burn to it,
Oh, this thing
as
is an
if it's
asshole.
waiting.
Ah. All right, guys. Here's the deal. It wants me to bring the Smith's sword, and then it will allow us to pass.
Okay.
And I don't know what this thing is. I have no idea. We could. Oh, Chris, was there
Mhm.
anything about this creature when I was reading over the book about the plane of fire and the book I got from? I returned it, but do I remember anything in that book about a creature that might fit this description? About the plane of fire and the Afridi, maybe? I don't
Um,
know.
there are many flame fiery creatures. However, whatever this is, it does not seem to be in its normal state,
Okay.
One more
and
curious
thus
thing.
very hard to recognize.
Okay.
one more curious thing.
And it did say it's trapped after all.
Yeah.
It did describe itself as a volcano, and compared it when I asked about Helidus, he was insulted or it was insulted. Pardon me. The volcano is as if such an inferior, pathetic creature. So the volcano, at least by their own description, is much more powerful than Helidus. Helidus is pretty powerful. So,
Or older.
oh, well, yeah, Grizz, or older, yeah, sure.
True.
Sure. Yeah, he called it a young spark. After all, that's a good point, Grizz.
Did you get its name?
No. What's your name? Sorry. I introduced myself as Emperor Cinderborn. A name for a name, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Again, it almost answers you without words, and it's not primordial, but it does seem to let out flames, gouts, almost small explosions as well. But they do little to break the chains, perhaps even just twitching them. But you do
Yes.
notice the gold underneath it begins to melt and boil, and the whole section around it, all the coins just kind of gloop together into one massive pool of gold.
So its name is.
That's melt.
You
I
get
think
that
we should
feeling.
call it Blobby.
Doesn't have a name, Daya. No name.
Name is don't F with me.
You get the impression it means, yeah, many names, and exactly what Daya said, yeah. Many names, many demands.
Yeah.
Many...
We
Okay.
should leave, cause
Well, be nice and thank it for its time, and tell him we will try, huh? So
I don't think we have to do that. Let's just leave. Trust me. Right now,
yeah,
please.
Dia's gonna get out, get out,
Each,
get out, get out.
each gout of flame, you do translate them as fire, destruction, freedom.
Yeah, I got that. That's very concerning.
Okay.
Oh, that was hard now.
Team
very-
meeting.
I need a cold
What do we
shower.
do now?
Yeah, that thing was just basically entropy. I mean, to set that free, probably untold destruction. I imagine that this creature was perhaps used to burn Bromwell. I'm not sure. It's a theory.
Oh dear.
That the heat that the power, just being close to that being was inspirational. But also terrible. That creature. I mean, you know why I fancy myself a friend of the flame, but I also have my human side, Daya, and that thing is pure elemental fire. It should not be released.
How did it say how it came to be captured
It was pretty
or
vague.
trapped? Hmm.
It was being well,
It did
it
say.
was a gift from a prize of sort, or a treasure, to give it to the Baba Yaga, possibly, or taken by the Baba Yaga. It's not too. He called himself a prisoner, Daya. The Baba Yaga has trapped it here. I'm not. I assume she uses it as a resource, as a power source for magic, especially evocation magics.
So, if it's a power source, then it stays in that chamber, right? Can't
Yeah, it
leave.
can't leave as long as those chains are binding it.
So,
And
if it was used to destroy Bromwell, how would that have done? How would that have happened?
it's a really good question, Ty. It didn't say that it destroyed Bromwell. I'm guessing it I mean, the heat that would be required to do what happened in Bromwell. I'm pretty capable, Dia. I can whip up a nice toasty bath for something that I don't like. But this heat there, it's well beyond my scope and capabilities, Dia. So the heat's got to come from somewhere. That's the laws of the weed, the laws of magic. You take from one pile, you give to another. So it requires transference of magical energies to do the things that would be required to do what happened in Bromwell. And I imagine this creature was probably the source.
Right.
That would definitely explain it.
That would explain how it came, how there was so much destructive power
It
used
seemed
on
to
that
know
small
of
village.
Helidus as well. So if it knows of Helidus, would it know the residents of Bromwell prior? I'm not sure. Chris, can I do something?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just kind of enter back into the chamber?
Yeah.
And I want
Hi,
to see.
me again.
Step in. Not too far in. Maybe it addresses, maybe it doesn't. I want to cast the same spell at level 2 that I did in Bromwell when I felt that, like, hatred and that hot anger.
Oh.
And I want to see if I get that same intensity from Scorching Ray. So I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. There's flames and heat everywhere, so let's fire at some random surfaces. Actually, I'll do it at one of these rocks. I'll see if the impact is similar.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So it's gonna.
Roll me a D100.
Right.
Holy crap.
Oh, I didn't even make that a private roll, but whatever. It's 100.
Oh my god. The heat is at maximum strength whilst in here. Guys, he rolled a 100. I can't write this stuff. It's so freaking potent within this chamber. Your fire, even as you begin to cast and whisper the words of the spell, the fire is already at full blast out of your fingertips. Feels like you're getting kickback in your arm as you
Ah!
fire. And instead of firing in 3 bolts, it fires in like 6, 12, and it's not a scorching ray, it's a scorching flamethrower. Except it's got just a huge amount of force behind it. So much so that there's even lash back, like kickback to the actual spell. The fuel of that fire is coming from somewhere, and it pours back into you, restoring all your spent sorcery points. I know you've probably just started a day.
Yeah. Damn.
I'll tell you what. For now, we're gonna screw that. Instead of regaining all your expended ones, you can gain double sorcery points today.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Fucking hell. Damn, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
14 of 7. All right. Good
14
God.
sorcery points as this flow of energy kicks
Right.
back into you, and that is also accompanied with a fierce, unbridled emotion of destruction, anger, but not directed anger, just chaotic anger, as if to unleash inner fury. And this small stalactite, this small little stalactite, he didn't ask for this. He didn't deserve this.
Don't worry, Chris. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Let's do. Let's
Uh,
do. Oh wait, no. I need free draw.
What's happening?
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. It's just
That's
gone.
right.
It is
Get rid of
just
that.
gone.
I had it, damn it. It's gone. See? Get your scribbles out of the way.
Musk.
No scribbles. There we go, yeah. Gone. Look at that, destructible semen. Hogtail.
Amber takes about
Oh,
half a minute and just catches his breath and feels that source of inner fire that's now boiling within him. Has this that once again, since that last happened, that this smile, like this wry smile of and understanding, kind of just creeps on his face. The eyes come back into their sockets. Flames recede on the hairline. You guys probably would see this. I kind of look back and I'll nod to the creature, Yeah, yeah, I'll nod to the creature, like understanding exactly, and okay.
Did it just say fucking sick?
Something like that. Something like that.
Ember
It's definitely and
Yeah. That.
You see,
Yeah,
Ember
that's.
walks back into the room. His hair is like almost white with fire, like a torch.
What did you
Burning.
do?
Needed a haircut, Ember? What's happened?
The
With magma
volcano was
drooling from him.
responsible for the burning of Bromwell, Tanner.
It was. You sure?
Yes. Yes, I am sure, Daya.
and you see just kind of yeah, like from the sides of my mouth, just like magma kind of drooling down.
Yeah, liquid fire, like white, hot.
Just if you touched it, it would just burn you. And Ember looks like a weapon of war right now. It's,
Are
it's kind
you
of terrifying. It should be.
okay? You're still
Good,
with us,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I'm definitely still with you. Yeah, absolutely.
Insight.
Telling the truth.
Okay.
Well, roll. No, actually,
I'm telling
maybe
the
not.
truth. 14?
Seems to be being truthful. He just seems more amazed and proud. He feels
Oh, okay, so it's more
at this
proud
moment,
rather than
seems,
like unlimited power.
well, there's definitely some of that. Feels, but through his personal growth, becoming powerful, part of that.
Okay.
It's a lot of overwhelming sensation casting a spell while tapping into those ley lines that seem permeating in this chamber and around Bromwell. So
So it's more
conclusion,
like self-pride.
yeah, I was awesome.
Okay.
God, awesome. I'm strong, fucker.
You look really. Don't take this the wrong way, Ember. But you look really hot right now.
You know what, Chris? Things are improving. I'm finally getting to where I deserve to be, where I was placed, where I was visioned by my ancestors. I'm inheriting what's mine, Grizz. That's all. This is
I can't wait to
this has been
inherit
a
my gold
really
back.
good day. Yeah, you won't be doing that, Grizz. You won't be doing that.
We'll see about
Well, I'm glad you're still with us. I
Yeah,
thought you
you
had.
very fortunate to have a leader like me, Tanner.
Mm.
Not often do I, take such a like of you under my wing, and we'll accomplish great things together.
I clip him round the ear.
it. Knock him down a peg.
Don't you
Yeah.
disrespect me, Tanner.
Knock him down a peg.
No disrespect.
Well, then remember where you are. We're in
Yeah,
this
you're not,
together.
You're not all powerful yet, alright? Just keep a lid on it.
And also, I just kind of like hold my gauntlet up, which is probably pulsating with like fire in between the knuckles.
Mm.
Remember my place as well.
You'll get your just reward, Tanner. Your destiny will be seen, and you will be remembered as one of the greatest, non-Ganassi, I guess, to rule through the western part of Midra, Clod Coast. We're gonna do great things, Tanner. This day has taught me something, that I have everything right. Everything I've seen so far, all these visions. They're trying to cast doubt on me, Tanner. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make me think that I don't deserve what I am inheriting, and that clearly is proven false. This power that resides within me, this gift, it wants to see the world. It needs to be let out, and I'm gonna be that vessel, Tanner. I'm gonna gonna do great things, and you're gonna be along for the ride. You two, Daya, you two, Grizz, I promise. Well, Grizz, maybe not you. You
Wait, what?
You need to find your place,
That's
Grizz.
Rude. Anyway.
I make very brief eye contact with Daya before turning back to Ember.
Right.
I return the look.
It's just kind of like that. Uh-oh.
So we're really close, guys. There's the door to the portal. We just need to get, what was it? The Smith's sword.
Yeah, we have to set the volcano free, and now
Oh.
that I've tasted some of that, you know what? Maybe it is a good idea. Maybe this thing should create more turf, if you will. Could be very beneficial.
Just out of self-interest, if we free it, what's it going to do? Is it
Well,
going to go
you've been to
home, or is it going to
Bromwell.
kill us all?
Well, you've been to Bromwell, right, Daya?
Hold on.
Yes.
It actually did. You did actually ask that, didn't you?
Did you
You
say hold on in
It didn't
Grizz's
really
voice?
answer.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
Hold on.
I shouldn't butt in. Sorry. Go on.
No, it's fine. It didn't really answer.
It did.
I don't know.
You can scroll back up.
I don't. Well, I did a roll, but it let me pass. I don't see anything that.
I'll whisper it to you again. You did ask, what are you going to do if you get free?
Yeah. Oh, right. Ooh, oh, yeah, okay, understood.
Yeah, well, Daya probably take to the skies, and perhaps another Bromwell will ensue. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing, Daya. Remember that when we left Bromwell, there was like as if a creature was walking towards the hut. So
Yes.
this creature was set free to do its will on Bromwell, and then it was taken from the sky, and that's where it was chained and dragged, and that's why it burnt a path along the ground.
You're sure of this? That it
Yeah, it all makes
it
sense.
burned Bromwell of its own free will,
It seems
and
to
then
be
was
the case.
captured?
Well, it was a token or a prize.
You could just go ask it. Right, Mr.
I think that's
Okay,
enough,
no.
Grizz. No, Grizz.
Okay, like, you ask it then.
And
I
you
think we're done
I think this is-
questioning it for now.
I think this is a worthy question. It matters. I don't know if we can let it go if it's going to be bringing destruction on.
Oh, God,
innocent
you're putting it
people.
awfully.
If it's going back to its own plane, that's one thing. If it's going to stay here and destroy,
Well, it's just gonna fly free. I'm not sure. I assume it would return to the plane of fire, but all right, Daya,
let's
sure. Let's see
double
what
check.
happens.
I'm yes.
Door's not within my reach, unfortunately. Oh, there. Now it is. Yeah, very well.
Wagwan.
Fire. One more thing. When we release you, not if, but when, you'll fly free. Is that gonna be similar to when you were flying free above Bromwell and scorching it off of the place of scorching it off of Midra's face, if you will? Would that be? Would there be more entropy, be more chaos, or would you be returning to our native homeland?
There is a low rumbling sound this time. It's not as fierce and as angry, just low and rumbling.
I kind of figured that, Mr. Volcano. I thought that would be the case. So I assume that they let you go above Bromwell, and then after you were done your work, a brief taste of freedom, I imagine, for you, being in the sky again and not in chains. You were dragged from Bromwell back to where you currently reside. Is this how it happened? I find this distasteful, by the way, I must add.
Uh, yeah, you just hear
Yeah, that's
and a
yeah.
cracking sound again.
I will light my hands on fire, kind of like a gesture of goodwill. Put them together and outwards, and kind of like offering a beacon, like hands together.
You will fly free again, I promise. A service to flame, a service to fire. I will be your prisoner, or your releaser. I will free you from your cage. Mark my words. On the honor of the family Cinderborn, you will fly free again.
And then I'll let the flames
Yeah.
just kind of up,
They
nod to it.
it flares in a similar fashion to you.
And an understanding is reached, and I come back, and I will explain what I was just told, honestly, to Daya. Minus the part about making a commitment to it in the name of my family.
Okay. Okay, so you're just.
Yeah,
Did you want
go
to?
ahead.
Yeah, you can tell her.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, he was used against his will to burn Bromwell. When he's released, he will fly free and return to the plane of fire. He does not wish to destroy anywhere else. Bromwell was forced into it. He was forced into Bromwell. He was used as a tool, Daya. And I find this incredibly discouraging. A being of such beautiful, majestic power should not be held prisoner by this witch. He belongs in the plane of fire. He needs to go home, Daya. He needs to go home.
You
It's
believe
Shifts
him?
kind of
into it.
sad. If it's from the plane of fire, it's kind of sad. It's sitting right next to the portal. It's like so close to home and yet like so far away, you know?
Is that the portal, Grizz, to the plane of fire?
I thought, no, I don't know. You said, but the
And
doors,
I was
they're the
just
ones over there.
theorizing.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm
can
guessing it is.
do I know it's the? Do I think it's a portal to the plane of fire?
Not necessarily to the portal of fire, but you were told that the portal room was adjacent to the Bone Museum.
Mhm.
And that's the closest thing you've seen as the doors having
We're gonna add
depictions
this
of different
quest
worlds or and such.
for you to.
I mean, I'm just going on a whim here, but yes.
I look over at Tanner and go, what do you
Guys,
think? I don't know that I 100% trust it, but it shouldn't be imprisoned, and
It
freeing
shouldn't
it
be.
will help us with our ultimate goals.
It shouldn't be imprisoned. However, I don't know. A creature of this chaotic magnitude is, well, unsavory at the least.
Dangerous. If it goes back to the plane of fire, well, that's one thing, but I don't know if we can trust.
Daya,
I don't know if we can trust it.
Okay.
It's a creature. It's a creature of chaos. What?
Imagine your family accomplished something great. Think of the pride you feel, Daya. Think of the pride I would feel if the Cinderborn family was responsible for the release of a being that describes Helidus as a mere child. That would be a great feat. I should do this, Daya. This should be done. This would be great honor to my family, and possibly grant me boons untold. Look at the very boon it just granted me entering that room and casting a spell. There's so much untapped power here, Daya. It's impossible to say no.
and good news, guys. I just added to find out what befell Bromwell from doing to done.
Yay!
Yeah, I
Yay,
can't believe it.
Uh,
Final
we finished the
quest.
quest. We finished the
We
quest.
finished the quest.
Ah!
Hell yeah! Let's actually cause a celebration because my God, you've been wondering about that one for so long.
Yeah.
And we level up again.
Every time you ask, you would get more questions. So I'm also happy to sort of finally give you a bit of closure on something. You finally found what supposedly destroyed from.
Hold on. Supposedly.
Oh no.
Chris!
Back to the doing.
What?
Back to the
Chris!
I just said I can't look. I
Yeah,
can't
you
tell
and your
you.
fucking subliminal messages.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, Di, I would really like to. I really want to see this one done. If it means having Tanner slay Vorn, then so be it. But we need his blade.
I'm sorry, but
Are
that's
there
very
other
much...
ways to get the blade besides slaying Vorn? That seems like, well, besides being very difficult, I think it would be distasteful. Vorn has done very little to us, and all he wants is a spar.
Vaughn has challenged me to a duel. I can accept
Yes.
that as it was official. That's perfectly fine. However, this isn't something that is going to be an easy
Well, Tanner,
task.
you have those
No.
those bracers. He doesn't know what those can do. Oh, he made them. Maybe he does. I guess that makes. Yeah, that's
He
troubling.
did make them.
Yeah.
He therefore knows its weakness. Of course, I'm protected against fire, but considering he's the Forge Master, I think he's as far away from his natural instinct as he can. He will most likely be using steel and iron.
Chris, when I was in there, did I see this blade in question? Did he have it on him? Was it
He
sitting
does have a
around?
blade on his back. Yes,
Okay, how big was it?
massive.
Yeah, so like how that like if I had to guess a weight in imperial in pounds, like are we
Yeah,
talking like 1,000 pounds? Like what?
it would
How heavy
take
would this?
both Grizz and Tanner just to manhandle it through a doorway.
So it'd be impossible to swing. It would
But
be.
So what you're saying is I
equally,
could swing it one-handed, yeah?
it sounds like a toothpick. Yeah, equally so. Those chains in that other room were of massive proportion as well.
So in
And
theory,
oddly
a
enough, they
giant.
looked kind of ethereal. They didn't just look like solid chains. I don't know if you saw them on the map. Were they quite clear?
No, I don't see anything. I don't see chains at all.
No.
No. That's why I was
I
like,
didn't
hey, there's no
either.
chains.
My goodness, my whole description. All right, come back in.
Yeah, all I could see was the armadillo. All right, there's a chain.
All right, I didn't realize it was on the hidden layer because they're
Okay.
sort of ethereal, so I didn't realize that was actually just an effect.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
There.
Sorry, Chris. No problem. All
Yeah,
right. So
my
he's
bad.
okay. So see how he's chained on the upper right and bottom right?
Mhm.
Was he like coming towards us, or was he just kind of knowingly
Uh,
held firm?
I want to say that these aren't up in the top right and the bottom right.
Oh,
They're
okay.
more like
Okay.
in the ceiling.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's hard to depict that in
On
Yeah.
2D.
a top down view.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, they're like attached to like two massive stalactites rather in the ceiling.
Wow.
And the
Cool.
chains kind of go through the outer shell of this thing.
All right, guys. Our Gouth quest just got a lot more complicated.
And I kind of want to add incentive to that as well. When he said there's more where that came from. He said, in addition to that, when you ask, because you did actually ask it, you're like, can I have the gold in exchange for it? And
Yeah.
when he agreed to that, he said, well, we'll say it said, and more treasures.
It's very intriguing. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, there'll be a treasure.
Oh, and the gold on the floor. That was apparently belonged to an old dragon or something.
That's
Why
great.
it's in this room,
We
I don't know.
still have the problem of getting the sword from Vorn.
Yeah, that's pretty tricky. Not gonna lie. I don't know if
Do you
that'll
think?
require. I don't know if Warren will be too happy. Warren's a bit of a thick-headed. I don't really like him, to be honest. He's kind of rude to me.
Here he is.
He This
It's annoying when
being,
people are rude.
this being was kind. It was considerate. It appreciated me for my nature, and Vorn
It
doesn't
knew
seem
you were
to. And that,
weaker.
pardon me, Tanner.
Well, that's
I am
just
not
it.
weaker.
That creature in there was saying that it could destroy us in an instant.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when we first met Baba Yaga. We knew her power, and we wouldn't dare challenge her. And now we're running round for her. It's exactly what you've just offered to this creature.
Wait, did you hear it? I didn't hear it. What did it say?
I'm a little confused. Tanner, you don't understand. This creature respects me for my gift and my nature. It wants to work with me. Vorn should and doesn't. That strikes me as odd and frustrating.
Ember, I hate to break this to you, but it thought that Helidus was a mere child. Do you really think that it respects you as an equal? As a superior, even?
No, I agree. I am sure it knows that it could, and I know it could best me. It is stronger and wiser and more powerful than all of us. But at the same time, I have a gift, and that gift was acknowledged by this creature. And it wasn't acknowledged by Helidus or Vorn. That frustrates me. But Helidus, I see as a petulant child who's confused and lost in this world. I would actually like to help Helidus, but Vorn, Vorn seems to not know who's on his side, who's on his team. I gotta figure him out. He confounds me, Dia. I don't know where his priorities lie. And if Tanner were to stick him, I wouldn't be too upset.
Tanner, out of curiosity, is this a duel to the death, or is it merely a sporting matter with Thorn?
I don't know.
It does seem...
Do you even know
Well-
if it's a duel?
Well, he just said, "Ready your sword," and
Or maybe he needs some help, like cutting bread.
well, it
You
does
need a
mean.
nice sharp sword for that.
I thought maybe he just wanted to test your metal, pun intended, and see how well the bracers work.
Well, I mean running downstairs and hearing, "Is that you, Tanner? Tanner!" it's
Well,
it's a bit of a
I'd get
giveaway.
excited like that. He was just excited to hear you.
I agree with Grizz, actually.
No, I think he wants to cut Tanner's head off, actually.
I understand your hesitation. I'm just, checking to see if he ever specified
Well, then how
why
about this?
he wanted to
If we-
fight you.
If we go in there, and he says, "Right, ready your sword," and pulls his sword out himself, then I don't know. Say that I have, I don't know, a training conference with the head of Apple, and I need to leave this customer at once. I cannot be stuck doing a setup service for 30 minutes.
Tanner, what are you talking about?
I will
True
be happy
stories,
to
Ember.
act
True
as your
stories.
ambassador. I don't know of this Apple of which you speak, but
Well, you could cast the ice spell and perhaps, resolve those situations.
I have a bad feeling about it.
Maybe we can just buy the sword off him. He's a blacksmith, right? So maybe he charges for his services.
Not a bad idea, Grizz. Not a bad idea, but the being did say, "Bring me the blacksmith's sword," but who would swing it? Who would cut the chains?
Okay, well, go.
Oh, give it a go.
I'll give it a back.
Well, I mean, if I'm, perhaps this is overly optimistic, but this hut seems to run on deals and bargains and arrangements. Perhaps we could make a deal with Vorn that he frees the creature.
Another one.
And-
I hear the
I-
exasperation in your voice. It's like, we'll make a deal with the gal to make a deal with this volcano to
Yeah,
make a deal
make
with.
a deal with Vorn. Yeah, I don't know what else.
You see,
I don't
I
think
there's,
agree with you,
we
Daya. I'm
can't
just as
force
exasperated
Vorn to
as
do
you are.
anything.
I just want to say that this whole thing, there's actually a quest in RuneScape called One Small Favor, and it is probably the longest quest that you'll ever
Yep.
do, and it's literally like, right, you need to go and get this from this person. You go to that person. It's like, cool. So in order for me to give you this, you have to go and get this from this person, and there's literally like 20 or 30
That sounds
people
like hell.
Like a
that you
chain.
have to go through, and then once you get the last one, you have to go all the fucking way back. It's gonna be like that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Deal for a
alternative
deal for a
then-
deal.
The alternative then is we somehow
Kill him.
kill him or incapacitate him to the degree that we can sneak the Gauth past.
right, fucking
How do we do
right.
that?
I guess if my time has
How-
come, my time is
No,
now.
no.
Right.
Tanner.
I've said my piece.
Oh, hang on. We still got
If only
souls
the
of
new
children.
Falcon was still around, he could have got.
Where did
the
the
sword.
lamplighter go? The light lamp.
He
light
went
lamp-
south.
Light.
Mhm.
What's down there?
It is a door to. I don't know.
And they're off.
Ah!
Okay.
Ooh, sidetracked.
There's a yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think we know where that goes.
Chris!
Oh, it goes to another. Oh. Hello.
Where did I go? Where am I?
Oh lord, this is gonna be ugly.
Down here. And there we go. Over there. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go. All right. Sweet. So yeah, you would head down these set of stairs. I'm probably coming time as well, guys. But you would come to the bottom of these circular stairs, and once again, you're in the wine cellar. Except
Oh, that's
Okay, so let's write that. How do we write that?
Yep.
Like, someone wrote wine cellar there. How do we do that? I'm not good like you guys at
okay, so there's
pencil.
yep, drawing tools, and then there's the A, which is a
Oh.
draw text tool.
What font size, guys?
The bigger the better.
Okay, text content.
You can change it. If you want.
Stairs to volcano guy.
Oh,
First, volcano flame.
Bone Museum, but yeah,
Stairs to bone music.
or
Okay.
curio.
Create.
And then if you click on the top one, the little like square bracket thing,
You can move it.
you can move it. Yeah.
There we
Can I
go.
edit it after?
That'll do.
Oh, I hear the fucking music.
Oh dear. So as you
I'm gonna
come down to the
shrink
bottom of the stairs, you do indeed hear the light warden and the singing children's voices. The chains are being dragged down the stairs, or are they coming closer to you? It's hard to know in the wine cellar what with the illusionary, weird stairs, the infinite stairs. However, you do hear a sound of like flaring fire kind of light up. And
Which way does it sound like it's coming from?
it sounds like it's coming from the massive smashed puddles of wine that may have extinguished some of the flame.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when you smashed the barrel right next to the door?
Um,
I'll just
I'm
pull you over
I'm
there.
very curious, guys. Just for one thing, do I remember the name of the Light Warden of Nephany, the one that the actual song was about?
Yes, his name was Selhoff.
Oh, it was Selhoff. Oh, it was. I thought that was the name of the magic card.
Wait, why am I moving? Where'd I go? Ah!
No,
There you
the
I made it
the
smaller.
name of the Light Warden in Nethany was Selhoff.
So you're gonna address him by name, Cam? Go up to him. Hey, Selha.
However,
Hold on.
there's one quick.
Chris, can I quickly message you super quickly? If
Ah.
that's okay.
You can, but I'm. Yeah, go on. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe we'll reveal that right now then. No, not really. Doesn't
What's
matter.
happening?
We'll do it now. We'll do it now, Tyler.
Hold on,
It's
hold
all
on.
good. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's
Well,
fine.
that doesn't
Okay.
stop me
No,
using
that's
it.
cool. No.
Anyway,
Feel
right,
free. Feel
don't
free.
worry.
Feel free.
Let's go. So, yes, you know the Light Warden's name. And right here, standing in a similar posture with a hunched back, the arms holding the lanterns, the torch, lighting the very torch in the same manner as well. You hear the distant sounds of the children whispering and singing, and they are swirling around him in this orbiting fashion. And
Ah.
in the corner, you see um, there is a strange bit of tiling that is clearly out of place. And as you look over to it, it lifts up, and you see a Galth underneath, like a trap door. He's like, "What the hell is that thing?"
Yeah, the earth throws. It's the Light Warden. Shh,
Get down
shh,
here!
shh,
Hide!
shh.
Hide! He has pulled himself down underneath, and as he's lighting this, you see the entire floor littered with glass, broken barrels, and wine is just spilled, staining the floor with red. And as the torch is lit, it kind of illuminates it with this kind of red blood glow underneath him, and he then suddenly turns, and this at this point is when his beady eyes meet the gaze of the entire party,
Selha?
and a chill rushes down your spine, almost freezing you like a block of ice. And at that very moment, you also feel your soul being like
Ah.
strangled out of your throat. It's hard to breathe. It's hard to take your next gasp. You feel like you're going to be suffocating within the next 2 seconds. And as this thing looks on, it looks back to the torch, which it seems to somehow know it was you. It just looks back knowing that you're the one causing him all this trouble.
Trouble.
And I would
Ooh.
say roll for initiative, but in this particular instance, I'm going to say thanks for watching, because we'll have to continue this
Oh.
the next time,
Oh.
Oh,
because I know this
Lord.
could get messy. It's already messy, but this is the second fight in the wine cellar. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
a place where you hang out with Snurg and get drunk, but no, keeps on
we're
turning into a
destroying
battleground.
so many expensive vintages. It's a tragedy.
Did anything happen when I called out?
Did you say Selhoff?
Yeah.
It looks at you with these sad, forgotten eyes, as if that's not a name he's heard in a very, very long time. But his mouth opens as if to perhaps reply to you, but you hear no sound come out. In fact, you can't even make out if there's a tongue inside that gruesome visage of his.
Right. Time to let the Light Warden free.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Oh, fuck.
But what made him like this?
A whole
uh.
story, which I'm sure will be revealed sometime soon.
Let's have a whole inquisition before we start the fight, and then maybe we can offer it a deal that if it will help us to get forward,
We have like this
Oh my
like deal
God.
chain. I'm gonna have to have a separate page on our quest log or whatever. The different deals that we made.
That's
chain.
yeah, this is how the mafia gets things done. It's all favors for favors, right?
You
Okay.
scratch my back. I'll scratch yours.
Interest on interest.
Yeah.
And
But no, I do
never-ending
like-
economy.
There is a backstory to the Light Warden, but God knows how you're going to find it out. That's the thing. It's one of those things which is just like, I have nowhere to fit it. He's just here. perhaps Baba Yaga herself. I don't know. That's an always. It's
I'll
always
roll
the.
quickly.
It's always
Just
the
gotta
go-to.
get the DM drunk in the tavern.
Yeah. All right, we'll
Double.
quickly sign off.
Another one. Ah.
Double light warden. All right, yes, we're going to sign off here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to our players for playing. We will be back again, I hope, next Friday. Next Sunday. Although we're coming up to Christmas soon, so don't know if you guys have plans on the 27th.
No, I'm all good.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Sure,
Game on.
I'm
Family,
fine.
well,
Alright.
Game
Oh
on.
my
go.
god, next session's the 20th. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Is it the 20th? My bad.
20th.
20th and 27th, yeah.
Sorry, not the 27th. 27th's after that. Yes. So in that case, cool. We will be back next week, and yeah, see you all then.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.